And we are live.
Good evening, everybody.
Come on, don't be shy.
Thank you for joining us on this beautiful rainy Friday night.
In Bali.
The summer season is definitely over, but we are nice and dry in this room. So thank you for joining us. Bruno, what do we have in store?
So today we're going to start with the first cohort of pitches. We have 6 amazing projects that are going to showcase what they did during the last 2 months of our incubator program. One thing that I want to say is that I'm impressed with everyone because everybody started at their level was here, and right now they are all here. And you're going to be impressed by the way that they're going to pitch and by what they're going to present. The real disruptors are in this room. So round of applause for them. Thank you.
All right. Rules of the game. We're going to have 6 startups presenting. Each team is going to have 3 minutes to tell their story. For those of you who didn't notice on the way in, there's a gong here. Josie, since you're the person closest to the gong, your job will be to hit the gong on the 3-minute mark.
Look, if somebody wants to smash that gong, we are accepting donation. It's 100,000 rupiah. We're going to give it in charity. And at the end of the 3 minutes, you can smash that gong. Because again, if you are not able to pitch in 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes are not going to make a difference. So the gong is your rule tonight.
Exactly. Plus, you're being filmed. We're going to make videos for each of the teams. And we'd really like it if your amazing video isn't interrupted by the gong while you tell your story. So 3 minutes to pitch, 5 minutes of Q&A. We're going to introduce your fantastic judges in a second. And then we have 2 minutes for voting. You'll see at the end of each slideshow, there'll be a big QR on screen. You can scan it. We've put there a couple of simple questions for you, the audience, as well as the judges, to rate the startups. And this is going to help us determine who the startups of the day are.
Okay, so next slide. So these are the projects that today are going to pitch. This slide is very important for all the projects that have been part of our incubator because this is an original slide from ICP where originally there were like most of the projects that are part of our ecosystem, and we change it with the logo of all the projects that have been part of our Disruptives Incubator program.
Yeah, and some are already certified on the ICP platform.
Yes. Bravo, Priya. Close the door.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so first of all, I would like for all our judges to introduce themselves. So I'm going to pass you the mic. We're going to start from Josie, ladies first. Give a brief introduction about yourself, who you are, and how amazing you are. Thank you.
Well, I'm Josie, and amazing. The gong bearer. I'm a real estate developer, and I do creative strategies in human design for business and blockchain companies.
I am Matt Cook. I am the co-founder of Off-Chain Global. I am head of BD and investor relations for Mandala Chain. And I am also part of a team called Catapult. And we raise funds for all kinds of different projects. So happy to be here. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, and the founder of Bali Rain. And Bali Rain.
And he's also an advisor of Disruptives.
Okay, hello, my name is Gede Puturahman Deshanta, or you call me Anta. I am the CEO of Baliola and also founders of Mandala Chain, and one team with Matt also. And then I also the coordinators of Bali Blockchain Centers. Thank you.
Michael J. Fox, Paramount Studios. No, I'm an entrepreneur, investor, professor, and all-around troublemaker.
I'll second that you're a troublemaker. I'm Lindsay Boyd. I'm the founder of a business called One Earth. We are a purpose-led platform that connects businesses, industries, societies all around the world to trade on impact. So I help businesses build business to impact change in the world.
Nice.
Hello, Alex Shapiro. I'm a technologist, Web3, Web2, and business developer. Thank you.
Okay, are we
Thank
ready
you
to
so
start the
much.
show?
So we are ready. Let's see. The first
Let's
one
start.
is. Let me see
No more.
if by changing the position, this is going to change faster. Yes. So, okay,
Okay.
for whoever is pitching, point in this direction. So, Nemo, the stage is yours.
Big round of applause. So, remember
You already
your
mic'd
remember
it?
your green box.
Yes.
This is the perfect framing. Hold the clicker in your right hand because then it's
This one
directly
in the
in line.
center
Okay.
is for changing slide.
Okay.
You have a
Exactly.
vanity screen, and there you have the timer.
Yeah.
So as
Okay.
soon as we get out of here, we are going to start the timer. At 3 minutes, you start.
Okay.
Okay? Round of applause for Nemo.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Leo, the co-founder of Nemo. Nemo here is to make the new story of the tuna in Indonesia. As we know that the tuna in Indonesia could be into two kinds of categories. The $2, which is to become the tuna chunk, and the $12, which become the sashimi. So to make the tuna to become the sashimi, it is not a simple homework, despite the tuna is the most visible trace product in the world. But because why? There is a lot of certification, a lot of process, a lot of heavy regulation that we need to comply. Tuna here in Indonesia is the, especially the yellowfin tuna, is the most popular tuna in the world. So you can get the high quality tuna just going to catch the fish from Indonesia. So how we can make this happen? First, we have to make a real blueprint about how this tuna could make happen in a very fast market. The first one is to make the tuna could be have a super fast payment. The fisher can get paid fast. The distributor can send the money fast. So how to make it is we have to make a simple interventions. Before the intervention is only two types. Is we create the certification and the exported. Now we can make the whole intervention starting from the tuna is getting caught. We have reduced the SLA from the tuna from 2 to 4 days to become only 6 hours. So in ICP itself, we make two kinds of data. First is the fisher's data integrity. You can get all the fisherman information there. The second one is the tuna story. You can know for every bite of tuna that you can eat, you can know where the tuna is get, how the tuna is getting caught, and what is the quality of the tuna. So the business model here is very simple. For every kilograms that we sell the tuna, we have to ensure that we can get at least $5 margin per kilograms. That's why our market here is going to Japan and Korea. So our go-to-market plans for the validations, we have running this for the whole 1 year, and we have proven by ourselves by having the high-quality tuna, we can get at least 90% of grade A and A+ tuna and can be sold to the highest bidder. In terms of the competitive analysis here, that's we are not focused to the untraced and also the low margin. We are only focused to the high margin and the trace fish. That's why our financial projection here to make at least $2 cost for the fishermen and the whole stakeholder, and we can get at least 200 gross margin to be distributed among of the participants. Yes, we will be partner with the ICP for the blockchain framework and also the Google for the AI. And we already partner with the Princess and Suyok from the Japan and the Korea. In Indonesia itself, we partner with the Chamber of Commercial and also the Asosiasi Tuna Longline Indonesia. So our use of fund will be used. The first is to get the 10,000 US dollar for the 1 million, and it will be gross to 100 millions in the next 5 years. That's all. Find out more from the Nemo. Thank you very much.
Amazing work, Leo. Amazing work. So now we have 5 minutes Q&A from the panel. Your mics are in front of you. Please take it away.
Hello? Hello? Yeah. You said that you had AI, a sector of AI. What are you planning to use AI for exactly?
Okay, so since we already have a data in the blockchain, the second part is to get insight from the data. That's why we use the predictive mechanism that to get to know and to find the right fishermen to get the highest quality of tuna. From that, we can send the fund for themselves in advance, so they can use the fund to get the tuna and then to sell the tuna to the highest bidders. So to get this into the complex supply chains market, we need the AI. We need less people to make all the decisions together. That's why we use the AI, the open AI for everyone that can put all the data, and then they can use the data for the business decisions.
I need to ask a question because I'm confused. And I looked at your deck earlier and I was confused from the deck. So I'm still unclear on what you're in the business of. I don't know. It wasn't in your deck. You went straight into the problem, and I went through the whole of the deck and this one, and I'm still unclear of, is it that you're trying to join up supply chains? Is it that you're giving tuna? What is it that you're in the business of?
Okay, so let's see about the competitive landscape right now. So there's the trace and untrace space. So in Indonesia itself, there is only a limited company that focus on the trace fish and to get the higher margins. Because if you want to do that, you need to have an exclusive supply chain market. That's why the Japan company, they build by themselves, the American company, they build by themselves, and also the Korean company, they build by themselves. There is no chance for independent fishermen, independent distributor, independent processor to do by themselves. That's why we try to connect all together, share the data using the blockchains, so everyone can contribute, and then they can get the highest value from the data.
You need to put that in one line or two lines at the front of this whole thing. I am here to join up all the fishermen locally to be able to make sure that the supply chain is there so that we can meet the needs of the local fishermen also. But because at the moment you're going into the deck, but you don't know what your asset is, and the asset is that you're joining up the local fishermen. And if you can bring that to the front of it and then prove that through the problem and the solution and the competitor analysis, and then show the money, then you'll connect people right at the front of the document.
Okay, very excellent feedback.
I would like to add on that. I was going to ask you some questions about your team.
Yes.
And who are they, and how can you actually make this happen? How do you get all the fishermen on board, and how do you connect them to Japan and Korea where you want to sell it? How big is your team?
Okay, thank you very much. So yeah, it's my the team here is only two of us as the co-founder, but we are getting help from all of the students, especially the fishery-related students from Malang and the Bitung area in Indonesia. So we try to let them not just to get the idea of getting fish from whatever ship, but without any aim to get the right product. That's why if you see from the beginning, while we try to make the go-to-market market validations, we try to employ more women to do this kind of job.
So with this grant money, what would be the first thing that you would?
First, that we will try to distribute at least 100,000 of tuna tech, and we expect we get return at least 80% of them. And from the 80% of them, we can export it at least half of the 4,000 out of the 4,000 of tech that we already distributed to the market.
And for the fishermen, how do you make their lives better?
Okay, we make the contract for them. Before, they only can sell the product only for the open bid market. What we know in Indonesia is the pelelangan ikan. But now, since we already made a contract with them, then the contract itself will be defined the grade of the quality of the tuna based on whatever they do, whatever they trade the tuna. We make into three grades: grade A, grade B, and grade C. If they do the right method using whatever the Japanese and then Korean exporter ask them to do, we can ensure them will get at least the grade A plus, or even grade B. And since we are now the situation, the recovery is getting high now, then we can make a simple shipping or fast shipping. Let's say for the high grade tuna, the fresh tuna, we can simply export it using the air freight, directly from the Bitung and also from the Jakarta.
I applaud what you're trying to do, but I echo what Lindsay was
Michael,
saying.
we are done with the question. I'm sorry, because we are
Okay,
with a
I'm
tight
flying on the
time.
inside. That's fine.
Sorry, but you can ask more questions later directly to Leo.
I'm really shy, so yeah.
Thank you so much. So round of applause for Leo. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much.
So please scan the QR code and leave a vote for Nemo. Oh, I need to be in the green. It's very important, guys, to leave a feedback, because out of this feedback, we are going to choose the best project that have done the best pitch today. So very important. We're going to give you a couple of minutes for you to be able to do it. Everything is on timer. So another 60 seconds, and then we're going to switch to the second presenter of today. Nice, Tom. I really like the passion. Look, everybody is so deep. Love it.
It works. We kept it pretty simple for today. It's really highlighting kind of the key topics so that we don't spend too long. You know, we're doing quite a high volume of startups today, and we've done our best to keep it as on schedule as possible so that you guys can really get the full experience of this evening. Priyak, I've got your machine in my hand, so I will be taking some awesome photos of you. Yeah, we've got to reset it. There we go. And yeah, whenever you're ready, you can join us on stage.
Are we good with the voting? I think everybody's finishing.
Yeah.
Meantime, let's change the slide.
Up next, Bohemian
The next
Boys.
one is the Bohemian Boys.
Which one? Which is the
So
button?
The
the
middle
one in the
button is gonna
center,
be for you.
remember, stay in the green
There we
area.
go, guys.
So in this way, the camera is going to see you. And Priya,
Yeah.
good luck.
All right. Thanks. All right. Hi, guys. My name is Priya Upadhyay. I am the founder of the Bohemian Boys. We are launching an NFT-gated luxury travel booking platform, imaging your dream vacation coming to a reality by just purchasing an NFT. Well, now you can do with the Bohemian Boys. One of the problems which we face is that we need to book all these itineraries, and then we also pay to all these travel experiences, agencies and all that, and then we don't get all this service and the product which are high quality and all that, and we suffer that problem as well. Which our marketing analysis shows that North American millennials, 89% of them are seeking all-inclusive travel experiences, and luxury travel market is about to grow by 7.7% on 2030. Our solution is to do that is by dividing all these experiences into seasonal calendar throughout the different seasons on our seamless booking platform, and attaching to a loyalty program which rewards the customers at every step of the way. We have developed our front end and back end annexes, and our whole platform is on ICP, so you can mint and book on ICP itself through a platform. This is sort of a Figma development, and we have multiple revenue streams, where our primary revenue stream is just selling out luxury travel experiences and booking of hotels by partnering up with travel companies. Secondary is minting out NFTs, and future are merchandise stores and rental NFTs. Our go-to-market strategy is partnering up with travel influencers and frequent travelers, and partnering up with hotel chains to onboard their customers as well. Our competitive advantage is very high, where we are not just providing an excellent loyalty program, but we are providing highly curated luxury travel experience by not compromising service and the product. Our financial projection is a bit steady from year 1 to year 2, but we are going rapidly from year 3 onwards, as you can see. And our roadmap is we're going to onboard our partners on the platform, and then we'll launch the project. And furthermore, we'll implement our loyalty program and dynamic NFT trades to add you more on the levels on the loyalty program, and then launch our merchandise stores itself. This is our team, and we are looking to raise $120,000 at 12% equity, where we'll be using the funds on tech development, exclusive partnerships, and marketing and branding on board. Thank you, everyone. And this is our QR code. So we are giving free consultation for travel experiences. So please scan and yeah, we'll give you that. Thank you for everyone.
Everybody is doing so well. We're going to have to smash the gong to celebrate.
Q&A, all yours.
Okay. Okay, I want to ask you about the business models that you have, the multiple revenue that you're saying. If I want to, if I can ask you, which one is the most, like the most biggest or favorite revenue stream that you are planning? This is the first one, and the second one is about the NFT rental.
Yeah.
I don't get it. What is the NFT rental? Is it only like a token that you sell and then people buy, get rental, or there is another smart contract behind? It's about the funding, about the travel, more example, like to preventing the fraud or like that. So there's two questions.
All right. So the first one is the business model where we'll make the more money on luxury travel experiences, which we plan and curate by partnering up with travel agencies, which we have on board. And to answer your second question is that NFT rental is a part of a loyalty program. So let's say you have an NFT and one of your friends wants to rent out and want to use our platform because you are at that level in loyalty program where you can get maximum discounts or points or all sort of thing. So you can rent that NFT to your friend and they can make that NFT booking by using that NFT. Yeah. So you can earn money by just renting out an NFT. And for us, we also make commission from that rent as well. Yeah.
I have a question. So there's a lot of different luxury travel agencies and guides out there. How are you going to do this better than all the other guys that are doing this now?
So the first one is the luxury travel experiences. People don't provide loyalty program because people do all these trips twice or thrice a year. But attaching NFT, people can also make revenue by just holding the NFT and making bookings, like rental as well. And there are other multiple benefits, like when they get points and redeem as well. And you can sell those NFTs, and all those unredeemed loyalty points goes attached with the NFT itself. So it makes a lot of revenue itself as well.
Are you 100% on chain or are you doing both?
We are 100% on chain.
So how do you keep, I mean, all the most wealthy people in the world, they kind of don't want other people to know where they travel and what they do. So how do you keep their names and all their info secure and not known for the world?
So for that thing, it's under database. So name won't be revealed. It's of the wallet ID which will be revealed, like that. Yeah. Hope I answered you.
Can you explain that better?
So the names which they put in terms of guest list when they make a booking or sort of thing, that is just for the booking. They don't reveal. We don't reveal the name or anything. It's not out there.
So that's not on chain.
Yeah, that's not on. Just the name or anything. It's not on chain. Just the wallet ID which they make the booking.
Can I give you an observation?
Yeah, sure.
You need to switch your business model the other way around.
All right.
So what you're doing at the moment is you're going into a very highly competitive market. I have 800 travel agencies on my platform, right?
Yeah.
With a lady that's worked in the industry for 37 years.
Yeah.
And she has the contacts with all the different partners. And I know how hard it was for her to bring 47 advocates on, to bring those partners on. But what you're sat on is, from what I can hear, which you've put at the back end of the model, is the NFT and the loyalty program that travel agents don't know how to do. And you're in an early stage in a market that's yet not caught on to that.
Yeah.
So if you went out and looked at the industry from an NFT loyalty perspective and helped the agencies switch over their agencies to become NFT loyalty so that their consumer could make money from the NFT, you'd go and disrupt the market.
Yeah.
So look at that stream
All right.
rather than the luxury stream of helping people book holidays and so forth, which is completely saturated.
Yeah. All right. Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
Yes.
All right.
Time for one last question.
Yes.
I'm struggling with unique and also with onboarding. because it's at first a competitive market. And so I really didn't get my arms around the whole unique part of it. And I always get the willies whenever I hear people just talk about onboarding. I mean, so here's an example where you have 800 travel agents, right? Or is this something that Marriott's going to, when you talk about strategic partners, you know, that's when I start to get glassy-eyed because it's not an easy task. I mean, you look at cell phone companies that you know, they struggle over, you know, Samsung and Apple fight tooth and nail over 1%. When people say, oh, I'm just going to get 2% of the market, you have to clearly articulate what your secret sauce is or unique approach to onboarding, you know, the agents, because they're going to be talking to the high net worth individuals who are going to be able to afford this.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
All right. Yeah.
Anyway,
all right.
I'm more of a statement than a question, I guess.
Yeah. All right. Really good. All right. Thank you.
She's right.
Thank you.
She's smart.
All right.
Thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're good.
Yeah.
Okay, I love you judges. Wow, you are so tough. I love it. That's the way. This is the way it has to be. This project need a proper advices. They need proper question. They don't need a tap on their shoulder. Bravo. No, that's the way to do it. I love you guys. Very well done. Please vote. Yeah, this is the most important part. I'm also taking a picture meantime. Thank you, Melissa. Okay, I hope also the people downstairs are voting. Who knows, maybe even people that are connected remotely are voting. So Priyak, be ready. So we are almost ready for the third pitch of the day. We're going to give you another 30 seconds so that you can finish to fill up. I think everybody has scanned, so we can move to the next slide. And our next project is Bridge 23. Please, Konstantin, come on stage. Let's start by giving him a warm round of applause. And here you go. Give me 30 seconds. So the button in the center, if we're going to the next slide. Okay. If you want to go back, the one on top. Okay. Just go forward.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Only 1 second. The stage is yours. You're going to start when it's 3 minutes. Go for it. Rock it.
Yeah.
Round of applause. Very good.
Hello, everyone. My name is Konstantin. I'm CEO and founder Bridge 23. We make first on-chain expense tracker. 2.2 billion worldwide retail sale transactions occur every day. But we can say for sure what, how many, and when we buy. 65% of people don't know how many they spent in the last month. And Generation Z is a must generation who don't track them expense. Why they don't track it? High cost for application. So many Google Sheets, Excel table, and it's very uncomfort for checking. So many omnichain, spam and inbox from market promotion and different platform. We built expense tracker with Connect OCR, where you can free easy step, scan, track, claim reward for this. And you can know not only how many you spend a month, you can know what you buy, every item you track. And for every item, you can claim 5 cents from our partners, like a cashback is good profit. We deploy on ICP, we store in ICP cloud all our database, is full private, is secure, cheap, and fast. Our total market of expense tracking is 6.5 billion. Our first target market is Asia, is 121 millions. Our competitors work in same trend. It's like Salesforce, mobiles, but they work with B2B for collect this data about your items. Yeah, and our business model is a monthly subscription. It's at $12 per month, and you can in your hand our powerful AI. Our go-market strategy is build strategic partnership with blockchain providers and multi-platform like Tokopedia, Amazon, Shopify, and different. Next step is integration to POS for easy scan QR code on the receipt. And next is deploy research, and we present our core feature is market intelligence, because we can show every business what likes their customer. With our roadmap, and with same in the first stage with debugging our AI and OCR in on-chain, and make the more user-friendly this application and seamless between Web 2 and Web 3. After we make the platform for merchant, for business, and for customers, where they can change on-chain and private by rewards. Our team have big experience in the development, on-chain projects, and marketing and affiliate programs. Now we raise is a 4,000K by 10% equity for start and go to market. Yep. Yeah, thank you. Scan and you can track today.
So I have a couple questions for you. First of all, how do you, from a tactical standpoint, how do you interface between capturing the data? You're claiming that this is a value to the user about better spending habits, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got to sit in between the user and Amazon or AliExpress or Lazada. You've got to capture that data as it's going in. Is that right? So you're gonna have to sit on top of them?
You mean how we track from Amazon?
How are you going to track? Let's put it this way. I'll convert the question. Amazon, Facebook, and Google make obscene amounts of money collecting that, harnessing, and monetizing all those analytics, and then selling that data.
The analyst is only inside Amazon. They don't know what they buy in the different place because it's more important.
They can buy that data from the others as they wanted to. I mean, the point is...
it's so many, because when we start research POS system and bank system, not everyone don't know it is data. They really lost it.
They're in the business of analytics, okay?
Yeah.
And so they're already capturing all that data, and they're processing it, and they're selling it not to you, but to other people, whether it's Google or Facebook or any of these guys, or or Amazon, and they look to optimize their data collection. What is it that you're doing? I mean, how do you capture that data before? Because they don't want you to capture that data. Amazon doesn't want you to see. They know what you're buying, but they don't want anything to come between you and your Amazon interface or experience. Same thing with Facebook. Same thing with Google. So they're not going to be very happy about you wanting to capture data in between you and their interface. How are you going to be able to do that?
When user upload receipt is go to blockchain. We don't know personal information like your email, your name, but your internet identity is from ICP. It's like the crypto wallet, and it's private. We don't know who is it, but we can research on chain. We make the global database for our purchase. Yeah, because Amazon not give this data for us, we take it from user. Because if you install the Google Chrome plugin, this auto collect it. When you buy your e-commerce shops, it's like Shopify, have so many plugins for Web3, but our plugin is to find all your e-commerce purchase and collect it. It's automatically tokenized. We not collect is from shop. We collect it from customer.
I have a difficult time when you say that you see them as your partner, because that's a
this partner for grant rewards, because the Amazon, Tokopedia have affiliate program, and we collect all this data about user, and we really know your profile, and we made for you personalized offer. Like if you find MacBook, we can give our link. And with our future revenue stream, when we collect 1 million items, we very good know our customers.
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead. Mine's just a quick question, because you said about knowing your customer. So there was a few in the competitor side of things. There's a big gap that you missed out, which were all the banks. So a lot of the banks and a lot of the digital banks, like there's Go Henry in the UK, there's a lot of digital cards now that are helping kids to manage their money. And so that's from a consumer perspective. And then on this side of things, you've like Xero as an example, which is the biggest accounting software alongside Salesforce. That the reason how they got access to all the customers was through the accountants. So they use the accountants as a channel to be able to access all the client base. So I've got a missing piece that is, that confused me, because the competitor side, because it's like, where are you in the gap? Like, because you've got B2B, Xero and Salesforce, you've said you're B2C, but the banks are doing B2C pretty well, actually. So how are you getting access to the consumers if you're, because Xero used accountants as an example, how are you going to get access to the consumers, to the end user, the person that's going to use the...
But when you have internet identity, you not register a task like you. If you want to connect your account to our tracker, you have KYC on the bank.
Are you going to partner with banks then to be able to?
Yeah, sure. It's easy. From
But
Stripe, if someone provides.
Because banks are already doing it. That's where I was confused.
They provide more. How amount you spend? It's only number. Is like...
No, they've got cards. So there's like Go Henry, and there's lots of digital cards now that are out there.
It should be if POS system from this bank, and you pay this card, they know it. But if you pay this card in different POS system, because we have 6,000 POS, it's really different. And if you pay in different POS, they don't know it. And POS was that they can collect it because every shop collect data about what user buy in this shop.
Yeah, why are they going to give you their data though? That's where the question lies. Well, what's the uniqueness for you to get access to the consumer? That's my big missing piece that I don't.
When you upload your receipt or track in our app, we give you reward. You have a cashback for every items from receipt.
Yeah, it's more of a channel conversation. I don't know how you're going to get the person to use you in the first place.
Yeah, I also want to echoing that, because I'm still confusing about what your problem you want to solve. And then there is a bank over there, and even my bank already doing this on their mobile apps. So I'm still thinking, do you want to be a standalone platform that doing this, or you want to be empowering, enabling the banking to doing this?
And to banking too.
Okay.
Yeah,
so maybe you need to clearing that kind, because we don't have a strong point. I don't have a strong point that why I need your application. I already doing that. Yeah. So, and also on the partnership, I also want to echo what the judges say also. It's like confusing. You're putting a lot of logos over there, but even there is doesn't make sense. Yeah.
I would love to know how you got this idea, and very simplified, which problem are you solving?
When we first get the idea is we start from loyalty program for tokenizing items in one restaurant, in bar in Bali. And after when we start tokenize every item and send NFT by every purchase as a salad, glass of wine. And after we start what people want, send to us picture what they buy, and we tokenize it. And after, oh, good, we have big data about user, and this restaurant, next point, can add to menu, to position to restaurant, and upgrade their revenue stream, because they made product what they want them customer. But after we start research this problem more deep, and what's in market research expense tracking is Wild West, is so many program, and all people who, when we work with test group, they all say, I don't track because I don't know where.
Are you tracking buying behavior or not?
Sorry?
Are you tracking buying behavior or not? Because it's personal expenses.
Yes.
It's not from the merchant, right? So do you get the data of the buying behavior or not?
Data where, sorry?
The buying behavior. So what they ordered, do you get to track that or not?
We can track it after user upload receipt.
Okay, but the receipt has to then be interpreted and categorized as
Yeah, yeah,
something.
sure. We
And
make
then
full.
the identity is protected through like a DID with ICP.
Yes.
And so you're okay.
Yeah, and after my last point is what now I can, because when I know what I spent $6,000 per month, it's not interesting,
And the
because
main
I really
revenue
don't.
stream?
I really want where for what I spent.
So it's a SaaS. It's basically a SaaS model, subscription based. Is that the only revenue stream?
First step, yes. Next is the affiliate program and market intelligence.
Love it. You guys can keep asking questions in private on a one-on-one. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
A lot of feedback. This is amazing. This is a lot of information, super good for our projects, because in this way, they can understand how can they improve. I just want to say one thing, like to break an arrow for them, is that remember that what we are doing here, we are using blockchain. So everything is fully decentralized. So we don't go anymore to the classic centralized way of doing things. So we are providing an alternative for something that is already existing, but basically it's controlled by the big tech. The goal of using blockchain is that in this way, you have a new, unique way of doing things where your privacy is preserved.
Let him just speak for 10 seconds.
10 seconds, of course.
Well, I saw the project, and one of the things that came up to me is that while he's looking at the end person and giving him a value of sort, if there's already too many saturated market players in this product, maybe you could pivot more on the POS or the table of service and make that on blockchain. So then multiple venues or multiple
I think this is also what
you're
you're doing, because this is also what he's doing. He's
should
also
be more
targeting the
concentrating on
POS.
that, because that's where the need is, I believe.
Then you need to bring that out.
And then the other thing could follow after that. It's more priority on that.
Thank you, judges. Round of applause, because this was a very good session. Okay, the next one is Reblock. Erdin, please come on stage. 1 second, we are gonna set up your timer. Remind the one in the center.
Okay.
And you are good to go.
Great. Hi, everyone. My name is Herdy. I'm from Reblock, and I wanted to make sure that all of you have passive incomes. So this is everyone's problem. People is working for earning, but not for living their life. And we wanted to help people accessing sustainable passive incomes through asset-backed investment products using blockchains, and we already live on ICP. We wanted to help people to earn sustainable passive income because the global population that didn't have any kind of earning passive incomes is really big. Even in the millennials and the Gen Z, there are 2 billion people, and they are still, they are already crypto exposed, like 40% of them. And even 24% of them is already like a crypto holder, which is already 200 plus millions. The offering from us is we wanted to tokenize real world assets and also to doing a yield marketplace and AI personalized from the marketplace itself. We just a simple business model. We just doing a brokerage. We don't do as a fund managers, and our legal standing it is as we are only as a reseller of the any kind of established product from the RWA fund managers and not as the fund manager itself. We are seeking global investor for doing impact investment in emerging countries, and we wanted to particularly start from Indonesia. This is our competitor analysis. Our business model itself is really simple. We only taking performance fee, just a 10% from the interest paid. This is our strategic partners. These 4 categories is we gonna to sourcing all of this from every emerging countries that we wanted to be present with. This is our go-to market. We're gonna to having referral codes, social media and Web3 communities, and also doing a partnership with the government itself for doing as a foreign direct investment. This is the things that we already deployed on the ICP. And we already have a live ICRC token. And we already get listed and get blue mark by the ICP. This is our current status and our business technical plan for the next years. We already have a build factory for the project tokens. We already having a KYC from the third party, but we wanted to make our own in the next years. This is what we are doing. We are fundraising for both, which is for the pre-money safe and also the project investor in our marketplace. This is the team, me, myself, and also Gogo, my CTO. Thank you.
I have a question. Thank
Sure.
you.
Thanks,
So
Matt.
have revenues right now? Or are you pre-revenue?
Pre-revenue.
Okay. And so the real world asset part of it, are you tokenizing an actual real world asset? Or-
We are.
Yeah?
So we are now, we're tokenizing first from the government bond, which is from the Indonesian government bonds right now, using, for sure, we're using ICP.
And is that already tokenized by them, or are you guys doing that?
We are doing that. So the principle itself from the Ministry of Finance from the Indonesian, they are doing it already through the Web2 proxy. So we are partnership with these fund managers that already partnership with this Ministry of Finance with the principle itself. So we are tokenizing the government bonds not directly, but we're gonna do partnership with the fund managers.
Okay, so your market is the buyers of every single investment there is outside of Indonesia, right?
From
Or
foreign.
Foreign,
Yes.
right? Okay, and buying the sukuk and every ori in Indonesia, how you make sure there is the KYC is happening? How you doing the KYC? Because our government is focused on that. That is the first question that I want to ask. The second one is about the Mami Cost over there. There is your partner is Mami Cost. What kind of partnership is happening with Mami Cost? Do you funded their boarding house, or you just like I don't know what is the partnership over there?
Partnership with the
Mami Cost.
Oh, Mami
Mami
Cost.
Cost, yeah.
Yeah, so we partner. Okay, for the first question, which is, so we already doing partnership with several fund managers right now. That are already doing reselling for the government bonds. So for the first question,
It's a KYC.
The KYC,
how to
sorry, yeah.
preventing the money laundering and what you
yes, for the anti-money laundering, right? So we are already doing the KYC. We're using a third-party platform right now, Persona. So they are doing the verifications for almost any passports in the world. So we are already collecting the data that the users that already wanted to invest in through our platform. For the second question, using the Mami Cost itself, yes, we are going to funding their prospective or any kind of potential project that they already acquired, but they wanted to having more expansions for the rooms in their boarding houses.
So it's not doing
Not
it.
yet,
Not
but
yet.
we already
Okay.
have engaged with them.
So how that ICP identity, digital identity, you're using that features right on ICP? Which one that you are using? So it is the KYC. You're also doing the same KYC, or?
Well, for now, it's the KYC itself from the ICP is not really equipped with all those data yet. So we're still using the third-party KYC, but we already having making an NFT behind it. But we still using EVM for the KYC part. But we wanted to migrate it into the ICP. Of course, for the KYC part, which is the next year that we wanted to develop, is part of that. We wanted to making our own chain using the ICP features to be like canisters into the for every KYC that we're gonna to do.
Thank you.
You have time for one more?
Sure.
So I was first going to applaud what you're trying to do with trying to bring digital currency to underserved markets, and I think that's admirable. And my one question was, how do you leverage sort of, whenever you look at tokenizing, you introduce market instabilities, and for people who are underserved, but you addressed that and you answered the question. So I just wanted to say terima kasih.
Thank you.
I want to say that I'd like to partner with you. I thought that was brilliant. And I think that your credibility in what you do, I read through, and that that you have a really strong background. So does your partner. The way that you pitched that you really engaged us through the 3 minutes. You did the brand, you asked a question at the front, all the formula of how you would do a pitch. You did really well.
Thank you.
And you engaged me, and I thought about my own platform and went, I need to have a word with you. So very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff.
Bravo, Reblock.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go quickly to our voting session. So you see, guys, the judges are not only so tough, they're also good, huh? I love it.
Okay, we've got two more startups to go. Are we ready, guys? Okay, you guys are going last. We have Art Connect. Why don't you come warm up on
start
stage?
to be here. Come on.
Simone's an amazing speaker. He's been very shy tonight, but that's about to change.
No, don't worry. He looks shy, but in the moment he has the mic in his hand, he's on fire. So be ready for him. Let's give just another 30 seconds. You can wrap your shoulder.
Is this on?
Everything is good. Try your mic.
Test.
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 Let's get the timer going so long.
What do I do if I want to go back one slide?
You press the one on top.
On top.
So you see?
Okay.
In the center.
The middle one goes next. Okay.
Cool. Okay. Whenever you're ready, just press play. I'll leave the microphone with you guys.
You can start to press it. Round of applause for Simon from Art Connect.
Hi, everyone. I'm Simone, and today I want to talk about Art Connect and how we make day-to-day shopping more exciting by connecting businesses with artists to create gamified loyalty programs. Now, most, if not all, businesses have faced the same problem, which are sustainable customer engagement. And over the past 3 decades, loyalty programs have tried to solve this, but it's really not there yet. So this is because of 2 reasons. The first one, it's costly and hard to integrate to businesses due to POS limitations. And the second one, for customers, it's not engaging enough. It's not incentivizing enough, leading to customer churn. Now, our solution is a POS-free loyalty program with a gamified collection mechanism using digital art, which means that we not only present social impact by supporting our artists, but we are also easy and cheap to integrate for businesses. We provide customers with a loyalty program that is engaging, that is incentivizing, and most importantly, these loyalty rewards are tradable. Now, this is what we've developed so far in terms of an MVP. We have an internet ID login, NFT claiming, NFT tracking, loyalty redemption, and artist exposure. Now, everything you see here is on-chain, will be on-chain, and needs to be on-chain because in our second phase, we are going to develop a marketplace for loyalty programs. What this means is customers can jump into our platform, they can trade their loyalty rewards to complete their collections, and then they can get prizes such as discounts, merchandises, vouchers, etc. Now, this is an overview of our market potential with over 13% CAGR expected by 2026 in Indonesia for the loyalty business, and in Bali alone, over 50,000 MSMEs that are already digitalized and ready to be integrated into our platform. So our business flow is very simple. We have 3 main sources of revenue. The first one being software as a service, the next one being collaboration fee from the business and the artist, and the last one, transaction fee from an NFT marketplace. Now, compared to our competitors, we have the lowest entry barrier. We are the easiest to integrate with or without a POS. And here's the catch. We are the only ones providing a secondary activation for customers so that we keep them engaged in the program through our NFT marketplace. Now, we are already on the verge of signing an MOU with a co-working space in Denpasar and also a sushi bar in Renon, which are going to act as our pilot project. So that means by the end of 2023, we're not only going to launch our MVP, but also our pilot project. And by 2024, we're going to evaluate them. By 2025, we're going to launch our full product, including the NFT marketplace. Now, this is our 5-year projection. We are confident of gaining 1.5 million in profit with an 82% annual growth rate with over 10,000 businesses, 750,000 customers, and over 1,000 artists. This is the team that is going to make it happen, and we are raising 100,000 for a 12.5% equity. Thank you, and let's talk.
Go judges.
Firstly, very well presented.
Thank you.
A very good idea, and it sounds like you have it in every angle, and the spectrum is very well done. My only question would be: are you looking to verify the loyalty, and what type of loyalty programs are what you're looking to have in your systems?
Okay, so thank you for the question. So right now, what we are thinking about is we're going to have a platform where customers can jump into, and then when they purchase, let's say you purchase a cup of coffee, you go to the coffee place, then you scan a QR code, and then you get your NFT. That NFT you can either put into your collection, and then let's say the collection is 10 NFTs. Once you get 10, you can get your discount or your merchandise or anything. But if you already have the same type, or you don't want that NFT, you can trade it to into the marketplace for a different NFT with other users. Now, we're not encouraging businesses to create their own loyalty programs. We're actually providing our loyalty program for them to use, which they can then collaborate with artists to create a dedicated collection for themselves.
Thanks for that. Just another question. I can see there's two marketplaces being mixed into one.
Okay.
One is the artist marketplace, and it's like a secondary marketplace, and one is a loyalty program. It'd be interesting to see that you focus on one to get something really simple but effective for the loyalty program.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a marketplace that you could build also to have a secondary involvement of artists in art of the loyalty program as well.
Okay.
Just as a suggestion.
Thank you.
I really like your presentation. Your energy is great. There's a piece for me which was in the market and the competition, because NFTs and artists 2 or 3 years ago was really quite new, and now the market's starting to catch up. So there are already platforms that are out there that are doing NFT and link with artists and link with brands. You said something around social impact, and I wanted to understand what that was, because you just kind of went, and then the social impact, and I went, okay, well, what does that mean? And are you actually linking in with social impact? Because there's something quite exciting that hasn't yet happened in the NFT space with artists and brands, but there's a big uprise of purpose and ESG and impact and so forth. So my question to you is, have you considered, you've got something here. I think the market is actually where you are at the moment, but I do believe that my question is, A, the social impact, what are you doing with that? And B, have you thought about expanding it slightly more and looking at where the market is and building it out more?
Okay, so I can answer those two questions in one answer. So
thank you.
I think I've been in Bali for almost 2 years now, and over the past 2 years, we've connected with many, both local and foreign artists. And one problem that we consistently get from them is we can create artworks, but we don't know what to do with them aside from selling them as NFTs or making our own merchandise. They don't have, this one market that they can go into. So that's what we're trying to tackle. We're trying to create a market where artists can just go in, they can collaborate with businesses. So that's kind of like the main connection that we're kind of getting, for them to connect and then create different types of collection with businesses. Like, for example, can I mention a brand, Bruno? I'll just assume I can. So Starbucks, I think over 1 year ago, did a collaboration. It's Bali branch, the collaboration with a local artist. And that's a pretty big artist. But only the big artists are getting collaborations with brands. But what we're trying to do is look for smaller brands with smaller artists, trying to connect them. So then both of them can then go on the uprise.
So think about expanding your brain into social impact for good,
Social
with the
impact.
artist and with the brand. Because when you move into that space, there will be a bigger gap for you, because at the moment people are connecting artists and NFTs. Look, you need to do your research in the market's already happening.
Okay.
But if you move it along and do social impact and think about how do we then benefit Bali or countries or communities and so forth, you'll have a much bigger gap in the market for yourself other than just connecting an artist with brand.
Thank you.
I have a quick question. So how do you get the loyalty points? Is the artwork the membership, or what is it? Yeah.
So I'm using coffee shop a lot, but if you go to a coffee shop, some coffee shops give up like these paper cards, and then once you purchase a latte or a cappuccino, there's like a checklist. So see the NFTs as like a checklist. So every time that you purchase something with obviously a minimum transaction, then you get that NFT. And then once you get that NFT, it goes into your wallet. Then you can look at your collection. So the collection that I'm talking about is each artist is going to have one dedicated collection. So if I have, let's say there are 3 artists right now, I get a collection from artist A. The next time I purchase something, I might get one from artist B or artist C. And my goal is to get the complete collection of artist A, B, or C. So that's when the trading happens. But essentially, these NFTs, they don't have value in itself, but they become valuable because there's a need for it to complete the collections. So once, let's say, for example, a business wants to collaborate with an artist to create a dedicated collection, then they will need to pay that artist. So in a way, we're also supporting the artist, right? And then from these collaborations between the business and the artist, Art Connect will also get a percentage of that fee.
So each business has its own artist.
So we have a global collection that's gonna consist of, let's say, 10 artists, but then each business is open to have like their dedicated collections too.
And then 2 other questions. Do you think that using the word or the NFT, do you think using NFT is the right approach for marketing this campaign or this initiative? Do you think there's a better way that maybe you could use NFTs, but not necessarily need to be telling everybody that's what you're doing? Because like you said, it's not really the mainstream yet. And a lot of people don't really like NFTs, but we love them because they're cool and they can do really nice things for many reasons. But I've just a suggestion to you to rethink in your deck and the way you pitch, and even your marketing down the line, is to really not even have that be a factor, you know?
I think that's a really good feedback. Thank you, Matt. So we're still trying to get our head around whether or not we want to name it as NFT or not. The technology is basically NFT. One other thing that we can think of is what's it called? Digital art. So I think another term for that,
Collectibles.
Collectibles, yeah.
One more thing I want to ask: how did you come up with your valuation?
Sorry, what?
How did you come up with your valuation?
Come up with our valuation?
Yeah.
So what we do is we calculated the different packages, right? So we have 3 main revenue sources. The first one is an SaaS. So the different packages we calculate with our target for the different business that we are going to onboard from year 1 until year 5. We calculate our cost and also the possible transaction fees from the NFT marketplace starting year 3, and also starting year 2. We also have a calculation of the collaborations between businesses and artists. So we combine all of that and the potential for the next 10 years. I don't have the exact numbers right now. Yes, I see you, Bruno. We don't have the exact numbers right now, but that's kind of the logic of how we got into this valuation. Thank you.
Thank you, Simon. As always, amazing when you pitch. Please, guys, scan to vote. Very important, very cool. Meantime, I just want to make a brief introduction to the next project. The next project is very powerful. It's about, I'm not going to say it. She's going to say it. She's going to say it. I don't want to spoil it, but you see, she's here. She's ready. Thank you. Let's give another 20 seconds for people to finish to do the fill-in. Yuri, you are going to join on stage Aliona in the moment there is the Q&A. So in this way, you can also provide some feedback for the judges. Meantime, Tom is preparing it.
I'm giving you like a tiny time heist for your warm-up.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. Guys, this is gonna be very powerful. So meantime, tell me when you start and okay, there was a problem there. Go.
Hi everyone. Now I'm gonna ask you to relax and smile because we will be talking about love and we will do a quick meditation. Please close your eyes and imagine you are 20 years old. You are young, energetic, and full of emotions to a girl or a boy of your desire. You felt everything from these romantic goosebumps to the love that totally drove you crazy. But you were lack of money and had no many options to express this love properly. And what would you say if I have a solution of how to save this moment and this connection forever? Please open your eyes. My name is Alena, and today I'm going to tell you about ShipShip, the very first service that connects couple in blockchain. Okay. The center.
The center. Scan again. This direction.
Yes. So, ShipShip. Gen Z avoid being in traditional relations, preferring being more flexible and digital. They even define their own ways of being in relationship, situationship, partnership, friendship. 900 million millennial couples used to show off their status via Facebook. But what is for Gen Z? So we created a service where they can solidify any kind of their ships in fast, easy, and emotional way. So potential market is huge, but we define our serviceable obtainable market as a 10 million Gen Z couples in Indonesia, urban area, and having certain income. We created a really easy user flow that every couple can do it in minutes. So we definitely know how to build up this entire journey for a couple, from compatibility check service to a relationship support. All of this backed with the relevant content. We already have our MVP, and we define our main revenue streams as far as our future possible extensions. So we have a clear path to enter market, and we define our strengths and weaknesses. So this is our extremely experienced and capable team. We worked together for many years in different projects. Our research and development brought us to a clear validation of our products. So, and now we are going to test our early stage models with the real customers. So, to build up this shining future, now we're seeking for investment, $150,000 for 15% of our equity. So if you were waiting for a sign from the universe, this is it. Please open your camera, scan QR code, let me be your Cupid and connect your ship today. Thank you. Yuri, please join me. This is my co-founder, Yuri.
Hi, everyone.
Go judges.
No, I'm just curious why you are using blockchain to create a dating app.
It's not a dating app.
So then please tell me what it is then if it's not a.
Actually, we are trying to commemorate the union. We want to internally save the moment of the connection between two people, the attachment. And we use blockchain because it's immutable and secure. That's it. So it's the new way of matrimony system in the future.
Could I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Could you go back slides?
Yep.
Thank you. You went too fast for me, and so in the middle bit, which was kind of telling us, just go back. So right, so this, yeah.
This one.
Yeah, well, for me, right, so you've got something, but I'm not quite sure if what you've got at the moment is a really good kind of marketing campaign business. You could go out and you're saying, we're helping people to create a union, there's a marriage and so forth, right? That's what I would describe as your awareness product. That's going to get you attention. But what's the substance? What's the asset? What's the value that you're building inside the business? So you said something that was super interesting that I went, where's that? And I wasn't sure if it was there because you went quite fast. But you talked about the Z Gen and you talked about the journey of the Z Gen. And I was trying to read your slides, but you just flipped too quickly. And I was thinking about, because then I thought about my own kids who are Z Gen. And I thought, okay, I like ship, relationship, friendship, right? So why not track the journey? Why is it have your awareness product, which is your marriage, your union, but the union of the ships, right? And then track the journey so that it's rather than just the union, enable something, and I don't know what yet, I'd have to work with you on it, but enable something of the whole of the journey of a Z Gen so that it puts people in a mindset of thinking about relationships differently rather than it being a reality TV show. You know, think about something for it. Because if you're going out with the marriage union, it immediately makes me think of a reality TV show. I need to let you know that. But you are onto something from a Z Gen perspective and the relationship side, but the whole of the journey. And where you said about a dating thing, I also thought dating as well. But if you switch over the mindset and help Z Gen to create that was the one. Just go back.
This one.
No, this one, and then also the one after no. Keep going. This. So
Okay.
no, go back. Commitments. Tell me about that. What are you doing on that slide? Decentralized metaverse weddings, online weddings, like.
Even before it said free matching
Services. You're sounding like a dating app that you're helping people to get married. So you've got something, but you need to expand on this. So tell me again, what is it that you really do in your journey piece with the Z Gen? You started to say, you said about the relationship side, the friendship and so forth. Tell me about that again.
Gen Z is living in the uncertainty.
Right.
They don't want to use the word relationship at all. Even the dating is so far for them. So we are trying to help them to play in a family in the future itself. But in the meantime, we are trying to try them out the idea of to be in a couple, you know, and we lead them from the compatibility tests, not the matching services that like dating does. We are trying from the compatibility services, then we are going to a commitmentship, to a commitment, and then the relationship support. So it's crucial for them. Why we are using the AI? Because this couple who has no wisdom at all, in 20 years old, they don't understand how to treat each other, and this is the idea how to support them, because we are living in the era of the not full families and all of this stuff. This is the legacy of the millennials and so on. And this is, we are trying to start this play from the moment where they commemorate their union. Just let's be in some kind of ships, but let's be bound. Let's get the rings, NFT rings. Let's get a promise. Let's get a vow. Let's start with something. And then we lead slightly moving them to
serious relationship.
To the more serious relationship. And we created a whole footage of the content that supports them.
So why do they need you to do that?
Because nobody did it.
But what is it that you're doing for them. You're holding them you're helping them to
Yeah.
create the union and then go through the journey.
Yeah.
So you're not showing that in
us if you're working with a generation that does not want to commit.
Yeah.
How will you make them commit to your platform as they don't want to commit?
Because they don't want to be committed that way, the old-fashioned way. They don't. The commitment that that we have in our lives was so serious, and we want to start it as a play for them. And for that, they are ready. We did a lot of surveys about that.
And as I already mentioned, like 900 million millennials used to show off their relationship via Facebook, but Gen Z don't use Facebook now. So they need to have the other option, how to be together, how to be bonded and to save this moment and to be really like, to have something, but they don't have now.
And what's the exit strategies?
Actually, we have a big plans. We are pushing this, and that's why we are choosing the Indonesia itself, because we are slightly pushing this to legalize blockchain marriages.
After that.
I'm going to ask you again because you did not answer my question.
I'm saying Indonesia, why?
Yeah.
This is a shock of the culture here.
It is.
We have a problem here.
I know.
With our religion and everything, we are higher religion country.
I know.
Millennial is not like what you're thinking about, and also the law here is really complicated.
And Generation Z that doesn't want to commit on chain where you can't exit.
You know, the Z in Indonesia, it's focused on marriage. They even married in 20 years old.
I know.
And then why they need this one? This kind of there's our
And how do you exit?
Then there will be divorce on chain.
We don't want to open this kind as a revenue stream. We want to provide some kind of the status that is the love is gone or something like that. So you can use it whatever you want, and we don't want to create the money from that. But we want to just to catch the moment when two people is bonded together and just put it in eternity, like just we was there.
Innovative, like
it's like a digital tattoo.
If you guys like in Paris, there's a bridge where people go and they put a little chain with the keys and they throw the keys out. If you do that as a cute thing, it could actually work. But when you go in and say, we will help you to get married, we will help you to do this on chain. When it's on chain, there's no exit strategies.
You just got
to a generation
after the question
to a generation that doesn't want to commit. I think you could actually make a really cool platform out of it for the Generation Z.
Yes.
But I would take away
actually
the too serious part of it.
I want to add something. Just one sentence, okay, Tom? Actually, I want to say that after that, this platform can be like a base for this generation, how to play in this relationship and how to erase again the value of family. That's why maybe in 5 years, all of the people could be married on chain, literally married. We can have marriages. So this application helps them, like we teach them.
And you want to start your global
guys,
campaign here in Indonesia.
This microphone is not working. What is going on with this microphone? Production, what is going on with my microphone? I don't think it's working. It's working? Maybe not yet. I gotta interrupt you guys because there is another 6 team. But you can keep asking questions later. Plus, you guys.
We want to invite you downstairs to a really commitment, like right now. Okay.
But before to see the commitment, you gotta do the vote. Don't you wanna get voted? Maybe you're gonna become the #1 pitch. So they need to vote. Guys, vote. Don't be shy. Where is your phone? I don't see your phone in your hand. I wanna see you smash that QR code.
Great idea. I think you should.
Let's give a mic to Joseph.
No more mics.
Or you can give her the gong.
So in minutes, please come downstairs. We have a marvelous, very, very, very short but very warm ceremony of the first couple that will be engaged with our platform.
Woohoo!
Nice, huh? And if somebody else wants to get married tonight, you can do it.
For
You
free.
can do it. Guys, please don't get married more than one time tonight. Okay? This is very important. Unless you are a polygamous or a polyamorous or
To prepare this.
whatever it is. A round of applause. We love it, guys. Okay. But
Yeah.
guys, does this microphone work? It works? Okay.
This one
so
works. This one works. This one works.
This one is better. I don't know. Yeah.
This one. Oh, this one works now.
Okay. Guys, did you vote? So we are ready to go downstairs for the wedding. There is also some entertainment. We are going to serve some canapés, some food because it's almost dinner time. And there is a lot of things going on. So go downstairs and start to enjoy the rest of the evening. We are going to take a 20 minutes break. And then we are going to start with the second round of pitches. The show is not finished. We still have another 6 amazing projects ready to pitch.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
to our panelists for joining
For
us.
everyone connected remotely, we are going to see each other in 20 minutes. Love you.
just for her, which
Where
is
is Codex?
fantastic. Yeah, we've got the riot team.
Are you mic'd? So
Yeah, so
You
let's
gotta
get
get mic'd.
Codex mic'd up.
one mic.
Michael, it's been a while. It
Take
feels
the
like
seat.
only yesterday where we saw each other in Jakarta. Yeah. Very small world indeed. So we've got round 2 going. We've got all of the teams. Yeah, Ryan, let's get you mic'd up so that we can have a seamless transition. I have 2 handsome gentlemen standing behind me. Whew, this is a dashing look. And I think you're holding some very important documents. So why don't you tell us all about it?
Okay, leave one mic. Leave one mic for Anta. Thank you so much. Okay, guys. So today we're also not only celebrating the graduation day of all our projects that we incubated, but we are also going to make another announcement, that is the signing of the MOU with Bali Blockchain Center. And we are really proud of this because Bali Blockchain Center is a key player in the Indonesian ecosystem for promoting the adoption of blockchain technology. With Anta and all this company, we are already working for a while together, and it's a very fruitful collaboration. So it was time for us to finally sign a proper document.
Yeah, so I'm so excited because the point of Bali Blockchain Center is trying to be a bridge and also helping the global community to take down to local community. There's a lot of university in Bali. There's a lot of students that eager to learn about blockchain,
And
want
we're
to
already
learn.
doing a
And
lot.
we already doing a lot. We already like doing a blockchain road show to 6 of the campus, and we already educate more than 1,000 university students.
We did already 6 universities, and in
Yes.
each university, every time we have around 250, 300, 350 students that are
Yes.
coming to listening and to learn and to discover more about blockchain. And this is exciting.
This is exciting. So this is, we want you like trying to moving blockchain is not only about cryptocurrency. This is what we are telling to the
Yes.
student, that blockchain more than that, and there's a lot of implementation we're putting on blockchain. And we also trying to putting the blockchain on the government. This is what we are doing recently, and ICP helping us quite a lot. So
And we are proud to be
Yes.
to be there with you.
likewise. So here is our MOUs, memorandums of understanding. So this is already signed together with Bali Blockchain Centers and also Disruptive, the ICP Hub Indonesia. And starting from this, we will starting our journey. So I think next year will be exciting, yeah?
Oh, wow, it's
Oh, it
already
should be.
exciting, but I can't wait for what is going to happen next year.
Yeah, next year we will have a lot of collaboration. There is a hackathon for every single campus. There is an event. There will be the ICP Academy. And
There is an
also,
amazing project that you are
Yes,
going to build
yes.
on ICP. So
Yeah.
we're not going to disclose too much, but there is a lot going on.
Yeah, so we wishing the best for what we are doing here.
Thank you.
So, thank you, bro. So how is it? We take a picture?
Yeah, we already took a picture.
Ah, okay. Good. Oh, this one.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anta.
So there is in my sign here. Okay, this is yours.
This is mine.
Yes.
You got mine.
Yes.
Benita, my boss. We are good. Please, can you store this one?
Thank you. Okay.
Simon,
So now it's time to move on to the second part of the show. I believe that many of you were
guys,
in the room
if
already.
you think that we were on fire, we are more. We are already burning. So we are ready for the second session of panelists that I would like for them to introduce themselves again. We have Michael Benalak, Grace Abandar, that is almost here. So when she will arrive, she had a lot of problem with rain, traffic, airplane in delay, usual stuff. Adrian Kitt, Alex Shapiro again, Lavinia Yusuf, and G. Okay,
G
we're
is
gonna
hiding
find G
somewhere.
in case we have
G for
Josie
Josie.
Boncido already
G for
there.
Josie.
So I'm gonna give the mic to the panelists so this way they can introduce themselves.
Here. Wait. Let's go. Okay. Let's just skip the two of you.
Yeah.
we did that. Thank you.
Hey, everybody. I think I know a lot of you already. So Michael from Republic Labs, we have a few different projects being the main one being Republic Rupiah, which is Indonesia's fastest growing and largest blockchain media company. And also we've now launched Republic DAO, which is going to be producing a lot of the support and I guess utilization of Indonesian people and connecting Indonesia with the rest of the world to sort of support projects like what's happening today. So that's me.
Big round of applause. Amazing Grace, you made it.
Om Swastiastu. Oh, does it work? Hello? All right. My name's Adrian Keat. I'm an impact strategist and also an educator for innovation projects that try to regenerate business models. And also happy to say I recently become a co-founder with Mandala Chain, heading up the academy. So thank you.
Hi, everyone, and thanks for having me tonight. I'm Lavinia. I run a company called Live It International, and we are a support system for entrepreneurs and remote workers and startup teams. We do a few different things from recruitment. We've got an innovation hub in Sanur to an online academy. We help founders build and scale teams. And I'm an investor as well and founder of a few things myself. So I'm really excited to see how the final pitches are coming along.
Hi, everyone. My name is Grace Abandar. I'm the founder of Ambassador and CEO Club, also angel investor. I'm also the CEO of Global Sport Taper Network. Thank you.
Thank you so much, amazing
Wonderful.
panelists. We are very happy to have you with us.
Yeah.
Only great minds.
So I'd like to make a special announcement before we start. So the team that you're about to see, I was just told about 2 minutes ago that she's not feeling too well. So when you experience Ika, just remember that she's not feeling too well. So just imagine what Ika would be like when she's feeling well, because this is about to be an amazing show. Are you what are you burning? Burning the cycle. Burning the cycle. There we go. We've got a riot going on, guys.
Look how they're doing. They're
It's
amazing.
real, it's real.
Okay, so
whenever you're ready.
Whenever you're ready, Ika.
Mic check,
Yeah.
mic check.
Yeah, check.
Burn the cycle, no code, life matter. Burn the cycle, no code, life matter.
She was sick. She started saying she was sick.
Sorry, where is the remote? Do you mind to restart the timer?
So the one in the center, stay in the green.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
So this is Ika from Codex. Who's agree that coding is difficult? Raise your hand. Exactly. A lot of builders have a brilliant idea about to build a project, but again, only idea without execution is bullshit, right? And even now, the current infrastructure is not truly helping us as builders to build on-chain, especially on ICP. So now the question is, how do we make ICP a mass adoption? How do we make Web3 a mass adoption? The answer is Codex, all-in-one no-code AI powered for Web3 mass adoption, making your development process easier, cheaper, and faster. Making your development process, you can build your app in less than 5 minutes in Codex on ICP. And speaking of no-code itself, guys, we are in 12.3 billion market cap by 2025. And about the traction, more than 11,000 deployed smart contract, more than 15 chain and B2B partner who are willing to pay our services. And for the GTM market strategy is very much simple. First, by empowering the proof of contribution so that everyone can get benefit from our ecosystem. Second, localizing the product. And the most important is we are partnering with our competitors. Why? Because they already have millions of end users. I mean, why do we need to compete if we can just collaborate instead, right? And we offer several kind of services from the no-code
plug-in, a low-code, modular, and even AI smart contract audit. And we are targeting from non-developer to veteran developers. And anyone here holding ICP token? Because you all need to pay attention on this one, right? So as I mentioned earlier, we're collaborating with our competitors. They already have millions of end users. So think about it, right? Meaning what? More deployment on ICP, more cycle burn, and the token of ICP will increase. Easy peasy, simple. And the business model B2B, B2C. Royalty and profit sharing 5%, and then the deployment fee, which user can choose pay per deploy or monthly subscription. We are seeking for a strategic partner who are willing to put down and for a long-term vision. And in total, we want to raise 1.4 million for 21 token personal allocation. And which this fund is mostly goes for development, liquidity, exchange market maker, and audit. And we already built ICP testnet because right now ICP don't have testnet, but we solved the problem, right? And our team have the skill and expertise on how to scale a business with a proven track record. So guys, let's make a revolution by giving everyone, regardless of their background, a chance of Web3 and making Web3 and ICP a mass adoption together with Codex. Thank you. No code, life matter. This is my co-founder. Hello.
Hello. Okay, who wants to start?
Hey guys.
Hello.
Hello.
We've actually met before.
Yes. Yes.
So I got two questions. So how much of this is already built and how much of it is still theory?
Sure.
Okay, you want to
we
answer?
start with the base of any app, so smart contract. So we have
Microphone.
Hello. Okay. So we start with the base to any app. So smart contract, we have no code for any kind of smart contract from AVM, ICP, and other chain. And we are some app example like Launchpad and name service and so on. And we have a plugin built already in Bubble, Canva, and Figma.
And so just to go over the fee model again. So
the revenue model?
Yeah. So you're taking 5% of the token supply that was minted?
No. So for example, you built something on Codex,
Yes.
right? And then your business making money.
Yep.
And we take 5% of your revenue.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So does that would have to be customized per project, though, I'm guessing. So whether or not you'd have to figure out what the revenue model is for that project. So this is more like curated. It's not like a permissionless structure. You got to know the people that are using your platform.
Basically, every people can deploy application in the smart contract. For each gross revenue you generate, 5% go to us directly.
And it's all using smart contract. So, and it's decentralized. Mm-hmm.
I think you missed this point. What he was trying to ask you was, do people need your permission?
No, do we?
When you deploy the application, is written and mention it that 5% of all the revenue you generate using our application go to Codex. So it's similar to Terweb or other platform. They provide services, free smart contract application, but they give 5% of the revenue.
Sorry, I'm hogging the time. Can I have one more?
You're probably asking the same question.
So you have a big competitor called TrustSwap, which already exists. And they famously just recently went and like rug pulled everybody that had minted on their platform and drained liquidity pools across like they've taken a 5% supply of like a lot of the tokens and they just went and rugged everybody. So that's why I was asking the question, like, is it permissioned? Is it permissionless? How do you protect the people that use your platform?
Just on that question as well, gating something, making application mean for purpose or for the product that you're doing is a good idea because then you will have thriving ecosystem with products that you can actually trust instead of just anybody coming in and doing whatever they want, they think or they don't. So in that sense, then your token will be more valued as well. So I think when it says permissionless, do you gate the people that come in? Do you have a, use AI for interview if you have to, but a selection process where your products are going to be incubated properly, right?
Yeah, it's a question.
Well, it's not a question, but I think
No, it was
clarifying that is it gated or not gated on your platform?
He don't understand the English
Gated?
term.
You mean like previewed or reviewed?
Let's say I'm a potential client of the platform, right? So the steps that I would take to be a participant would be I start to probably interact with the smart contract.
Yeah.
Do you have any sort of identification, AML, KYC?
Yeah.
So you do have that. Okay, so who is in charge of making sure which parties get in and which parties don't? Because it definitely seems like it's not permissionless.
You understand? You want to repeat?
Which part you don't understand the
No,
question?
I mean, people, we deliver application, build it by us or by the community, and have a marketplace, and you are free to choose what you want, and we full custom based on your need. And after you run your business over this application, and when your application start to make a revenue, for example, 100K, 5% of this 100K go directly using the smart contract distributed to Codex. So when you want to build the application, we asking you, you are agree and you are conscious when you deploy the application, this 5% will be delivered in automatic to the people providing the
I understand. Thanks.
Does it answer your question?
He indicated that there was another competitor that rugged everybody. So maybe that's the interesting point, is that what kind of security levels do you have that you, I mean, not unique, but you'll prevent from those type of things of happening?
I mean, aside of our own AR smart contract audit, of course, we are super aware on the security part. And this is the reason why, where is the revenue? Yeah, this is the reason why on the subscription model, actually, we are providing updated feature even as well on the audit itself. So we are not, we are also partnering with Certic, Hacken, and etc. But this audit is they're not providing all of the programming language. They're only focusing on Solidity, Rust, the one that is like well known. But what about Motoko? But what about TypeScript? What about Move? They don't provide that. And this is the reason why we are providing the AR smart contract audit with the modular that exists open source, so that we can minimize, at least minimize. Of course, we are not responsible for all the hack that's going on, right? But we can minimize the security. And
Maximize security.
Sorry, maximize the security.
Well, we understand.
Minimize the hacking. Yeah, minimize the hacking.
Minimize trust. Okay.
Sorry, guys. Scan and go. Guys, big applause for Codex. Our judges are on fire today, huh? One row after the other. Well done. Guys, you can go. And please, feel free after the pitch to keep discussing with Codex. So in this way, if you have more questions, you can go much deeper in depth with them. So, oh, wait, I still have the gong in my hand. So this is for the people watching it live streaming. This is the, how do you call it? The hammer that you use for smash the gong.
This is to be very
Yeah, you have to do that every time. Yeah,
Okay, you guys, did you leave a vote? Yes? Please, Ryan, start to move forward. So the next project, it's called Pure DAO. And PureDAO has an amazing story that he's going to tell us. So remember, the one in the center is for moving forward. Point it in that direction.
Okay, so.
One moment, we are going to give you a timer.
And where's the backwards?
The backwards is on top.
Okay, so this is forward. Okay. Great.
Okay.
All right.
You are already mic'd?
I'm mic'd.
Here's
Okay.
your timer.
Big round of applause to PureDAO.
Go PureDAO.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Ryan Fix. Today, I will present to you PureDAO, a revolutionary approach to nurturing an economy of purpose-led DAOs. A decentralized autonomous organization, or DAO, is similar to a cooperative, but utilizes blockchain technology to facilitate governance and automation. Many would agree that a centralized, top-down, control-based system is the source of our world's greatest challenges. The rise of blockchain technology, cryptocurrencies, and DAOs is evidence that decentralization presents a viable solution. According to our recent survey, those with a collaborative mindset believe that DAOs are the future. Unfortunately, most attempts have failed. PureDAO intends to change that. PureDAO is developing a platform called CultureOS, which allows users or anyone with an idea to create a DAO in order to attract and manage talent, resources, and capital. This is what we've built so far. CultureOS is an integrated workspace for governance, project management, and crowdsourcing. CultureOS makes money from subscription and transaction fees. The platform is projected to attract 100,000 DAOs and 1 million users by year 4. We will beta test CultureOS by inviting 15 DAOs to utilize our software in order to attract funding. We will then leverage the success of this campaign to attract new users. CultureOS is being developed by my dear friend Mark Spall, a visionary software developer with an advanced understanding of how to leverage AI to enhance a DAO's performance. As a passionate connector of ideas and networks that promote decentralization, I believe that PureDAO and CultureOS have the potential to transform capitalism. Mark and I will not stop until the job is done. Shortly, we will release an allocation of Pure tokens to our community, valued at $500,000, some of which will be invested into the top performing DAOs participating in our beta. We are currently looking to partner with investor networks that would benefit from the ability of CultureOS to evaluate and enhance a DAO's performance. Thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to having you join us on this exciting journey. Mark, will you come up? Yeah.
Judges, let's go. The mic is working.
Yeah. And Mark, my partner, is going to join me.
Hello.
Testing.
And help with the
Testing.
questions.
Testing.
And
All
this
right,
is
better.
our playing in the background. This is
Check,
the
check.
the app that we're developing.
Check.
All right.
Okay, Mark, stay in the green.
Stay in the
Stay in
green.
the green.
Stay in the green. All right.
I'm in the green.
Okay. 2 questions. In the team slide, you had some big names there at the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's their role in the project?
So thank you for the question.
One of two, by the way. I have a second question too.
Okay. So first of all, all those people are friends of mine, and they are people that haven't officially agreed to be advisors, but these are some among many others that would be potential advisors.
So they have officially agreed, or
no, they have not officially agreed, but they are all people that I have close relationships with.
Okay, got it. second question was, can you articulate a use case? I love, all these utopian, case or promises, but like, just articulate a use case that we can relate to.
I think it's probably a little less utopian than it seems at first. So you have the decentralized goals of a DAO, right? So that has a strong ethos in moving towards decentralization. But a DAO is kind of, as they've been built so far around smart contracts, is very limited in terms of what they can scale. And then we have technologies, organizational technologies like sociocracy and holacracy, and they're not blue sky. They've been around for some time, and they share the same goal of having decentralized management. So we kind of see it's less utopian. We see the marriage of these two, that if you can bring these holacratic principles inside the DAO, not only do you have a DAO that can scale to many thousands of users in a non-linear way. It can be multi-dimensional in terms of the way it runs its governance.
Yep.
But then not just a single DAO, but many DAO in this ecosystem, so that they can then start to collaborate amongst each other. It doesn't feel so utopian to me. I think it is if we're stuck in this centralized mindset, but we're not in this centralized mindset. Yep. I mean, the internet computer is about goddamn computers on the blockchain. We're trying to take all the centralized points of failure and points of corruption out of the chain. And so I think there's a very strong desire, even maybe a use case, but a very strong desire to have a life that's in that way, is to remove centralization from everywhere.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Businesses, DAO, blockchain, society.
But in terms of a use case, I mean, it's literally anyone with an idea that wants to create a DAO in order to attract and manage talent, resources, and capital. So it's any idea, and they have the ability to use a tool like this in its full expression to be able to do all those functions.
Yep. Okay, because the traction slide looked interesting. I was wondering if there's a project you could name, something you could describe that's more tangible.
The traction slide.
Yeah, it seemed like that you had earmarked like 15 DAOs that were ready to start using.
Oh no. So the idea, I mean, so there's many different kind of road milestones in the roadmap, and so this is what, milestone 3.
Yeah, so in terms of one of our first kind of spaces that we can move into is cooperatives share the same ethos for shared ownership and shared decision making. And within Indonesia, I mean, cooperatives they generate 2 trillion a year in terms of revenue. So they're no small piece of the global revenue. And then within Indonesia, there's something like 100,000 cooperatives. With I think it's over 20 odd million members. So we actually think that if we, and we've done a survey and it's been very well received, the concept of taking a cooperasi and having it into a more transparent app type based system. So, I think that's a market that shares the same ethos, and it's actually quite an interesting thing. It's less about a mindset shift. It's more about a technological adoption shift. And I don't know that will be so hard in Indonesia. I mean, they're very technically connected, internet, phones. I think it's easier to have a technological adoption maybe in a cooperative mindset than it is to have a decentralized mindset shift in a very centralized mindset. Does that make sense? I don't know that it's so far in the future. I think there are small steps we can make now to get good traction. Yeah.
Awesome. So the pitch is coming along really nicely. I remember we talked about it a couple of months ago, and it's really kind of distilling. So it's really good to see that. My question or my challenge to you is, it seems to me like you can appeal to an audience much bigger than Web3 people or users, or however we would want to call it, but you speak a very Web3 language, right? Like you talk about tokens, you talk about all of these things. Mm-hmm. So my challenge or my question to you would be, how would you describe it to one of those cooperasi people or one of those people that are very much outside of the Web3 crypto and blockchain
I'm-
communities.
You're actually right. You don't need to talk in terms of blockchain or DAO terminology. You need to talk in terms of the ethos that's shared. And it's, you know, when we did this survey with we had something like 50 respondents, Copperassi members respond. They resonate with the ethos. You know, there's actually no kind of, you don't need to talk about the technology. And in fact, you don't need to put the technology in their face. You know, it's like you can present this as a regular app. The fact that it runs on the blockchain is almost immaterial. It's only when you start getting to the point that if you want to start monetizing your DAO, then opportunities to monetize can come through tokenization. It's like, oh, that's really interesting. And then we have like on stage 4 of our milestone is to work with like Corporatio, is to actually, the DAO then becomes a smart company. So it's a regular LLC, a regular legal company, but the main shareholder, the only shareholder is the DAO. So it's like, we don't need to talk too much in terms of blockchain or smart contracts or tokenization. They're almost value adds. If you think of it, it's like, you know, our first milestone 0 is to get our MVP up and running and demonstrable. Milestone 1 is to have functional equivalents to Hollow Spirit and Glass Frog. It's, you know, I don't know that community even needs to care that it's running on a blockchain. It's running on a server somewhere as far as they're concerned. And we don't even need to go through the internet identity. If that is seen too much as a barrier to entry, we'll just have regular email and password login.
Absolutely.
We can still present it in a Web 2
Oh,
fashion.
the gong. I want more questions.
What is up with the softball questions, guys? Come on, seriously. Okay, I've been through the whole DAO thing, right? I've been an entrepreneur since 2010 in this industry. DAO is a very special space. You call yourselves pure DAO. That's almost like not Holy Grail, but the true Holy Grail. You mentioned something very commendable. You said, Mark and I won't stop until the task is done. I love that. It's awesome, right? I consider that a before Satoshi Nakamoto statement. And after Satoshi Nakamoto statement would be, Mark and I won't stop until this thing cannot be stopped, whether or not Mark and I are involved.
Oh my God.
Wait.
Well,
No, I know.
100%.
That's great. That's
No,
great.
but that's in our plan.
Oh my God.
That's in our plan.
Can you please
We're
explain
making
how you're going to
ourselves
accomplish
obsolete.
that? Because your name is Pure DAO. Please.
So we won't stop until it runs. It's a non-stoppable train. Yeah. If a system doesn't rely on centralized control, then it does start to create its own momentum. And, you know, I'm actually very protective of it at the moment. So I do want to guide it for now. But once that vision is understood and there's common understanding and shared vision within the ecosystem, I'd like to move into something else. I'd like to move into consulting and training and assist these DAOs in bringing their visions to life. Or, you know, there's other places I want to play myself. I don't think it needs centralized control. Even, you know, pure DAO, I think Ryan and I are going to hold that dear for now because it needs to be guarded and protected. But we could have 30, like the ambassadors we talk about, there's no reason why they can't be part of the governance body of pure DAO. It really needs to be handed off.
That's so refreshing to hear because there's so many projects that don't have that even on their trajectory. So
No, I mean, the
impressed.
thought of handing it off because it's running under its own steam, that
We
could bring
had
me
a
to tears.
we had a milestone meeting today.
We let you drag on until like 10 minutes, right?
Bravo.
Huge
That's
well
the
done,
way.
huge well
Good
done.
job.
That was
Good
really,
job.
really cool.
Good job.
Okay, so now please scan the QR code and vote for the Pure DAO team.
So
when
I
it
love
also-
this comment. No soft question.
No
We want
soft
hard
questions.
question. So well done. Well done. If you have more questions, please go and bomb them with all these questions.
Yeah. We've got
They
the
can't
rest
wait
of the
for
evening
it.
for that.
So please, guys, vote. Don't forget to vote. This is very important. This is how we are going to choose the best pitch of the day.
Yeah.
Actually, we're going to choose the best 3 pitches.
The best 3, the top 3. Yeah.
Don't worry. All 12 projects are going to graduate today. You're going to get your certificate. You're going to get a round of applause. you're gonna get all our love, but only the best 3 are gonna be elected like best pitcher of the day. So
Voted by you, so be careful who you vote for.
totally decentralized, we are not doing anything. I'm not even voting.
No. We are staying neutral. We're representing Switzerland in this context. We have to.
And ICP is from Switzerland,
Yeah,
so
exactly,
we're good.
exactly. So we're on brand. We're on brand.
I'm sorry? No, we don't do it. But if you want to give us your wallet, we're more than happy to get it. We accept everything, so no worries.
So there is something
Throw it to
that. So there is something I wanted to say, is that to all the teams that have presented thus far, you've done such an amazing job. I don't know if it's the fear of hearing the gong, or it's the practice that we've done with you, or it's the timer that you've got, but all of you are telling your full story in less than 3 minutes.
Somebody told me that was scared to see me with that hammer in my hand.
Good. They need to be scared.
That's good,
it's
guys.
It's working. And this, for all the people in the room who are maybe not used to pitching or who are thinking about pitching and things like that, look at what everybody is doing on the stage right now. They're telling a full story in less than 3 minutes, and some of them had like 15, 20 seconds to spare. So if you take your time to actually plan your narrative, 3 minutes is almost too much. Next time we might make it 2.5 and then get some more action with the gong going. So I think we're about ready to go.
Yes, we are.
Sequoia has joined us all the way from Jakarta. That jacket is a Sequoia jacket. We were blessed with T-shirts earlier. If you're into this kind of paraphernalia, please go and speak to the team. We've already placed our orders. I can't wait to get
They're
mine.
really great.
Bring it home.
Thank you, everyone. Oh, some of the committees here. Okay. So guys, starting from 3 years old, I was a gamer from 3 years old. So, looking at Indonesia right now, seeing Indonesia as the #1 gamers in Southeast Asia is really cool. And 180 million of Indonesian people are gamers, about almost 70%. 2 billion spending per year. So it's like a very big market, established one. But there's one question, guys. Why no gaming market leader born from Indonesia? I'm glad you asked. So the barrier is that the good community, right? But they have no good game quality. Or the same, they have the good game quality, but they don't have the community. So, like to win the game is to have both of it. So let me present you something. This project already have the pre-launch revenue of 500K, 1 million member as of like this month. And we already got the award as #1 community votes by Certic. Let me present you. This is Sequoia Multiverse, the MOBA in 4 worlds multiverse. So by last week, we already did the early pre-alpha test with the rating of 4.8 by the community that already joining. And maybe you ask, what is the multiverse and what is the difference between like the multiverse and everything? It's simple, because the multiverse is a concept where you can have many worlds inside of it. And we will bring like the all new 5 versus 5 battle inside of it. And one thing for sure, the personalized superpower. Can you imagine that you can use your superpower inside of the game based on your personality? So this is something that we bring, okay? This is the NFT wars on ICP, 100% on-chain that we built during the ICP, that now every NFT will have a use case and can have fun, definitely. So in the next 6 months, by today, we're also collaborating with Karafuru, the most successful NFT project from Indonesia. We are building the hero character, as you can see. It will be on the MOBA by the next year, and the Q1, pre-alpha, and the NFT wars. The business model already proven for the game economy and the Web3. It's already being done, and the B2B starting. Our journey, this is our traction so far. Simply said, by what I haven't said, it's like the 4 awards in 2023. And also, we are going to do a game collaboration with RRQ next year. Yeah. This is the competitive analysis. As you can see, the gameplay of the MOBA, MMORPG, and the Metaverse. We're combining it into Sequoia, and the valuation, it's something that's really have a big opportunity. So this is the alpha team. Yep. And me and my team also already being into like the Metaverse of Indonesia by the G20 last year together with WR Group. This is the seed round that we are raising 2 million, equity 20% minimum check size is 100K. So good community and a good game quality. So this is the quality that we bring. And yeah, if you want to play, let's rock and roll together with Sequoia Multiverse. Thank you.
Let's go.
Thank you. Wonderful project. Looks awesome. I really like it. I'm also a gamer before.
Oh, nice.
Now I'm just a worker. Just quick question. What are you going to do in ICP? Why is it ICP that you need? And what is it from ICP that you're going to get? Because it looks like it's already on track, right?
So basically on ICP, we, at the beginning, after we discussed with Bruno, there's something interesting, which is if we want to build everything on chain, we need the data to be able to compress, the data not to be too expensive also. And the second one, definitely the reversible gas fee. So it will be easier for the people. Yeah.
And just Bruno.
Sorry? Bruno and Tom, definitely. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Could you go back to your team slide if that's possible? So one of the things I've noticed is that projects in this space that does really well has a really strong IT team, and it seems like you guys have that. You had a valuation of 10 million. How did you come to that number?
Yeah. So the team first, yeah. The team we are not building everything from scratch like the team for the gaming. We're working together with Agate, the number one game studio in Indonesia, because we're learning if we want to build everything at the beginning, the cost will be very high. So we are the architect, Agate is the constructor of our game. Looking for the valuation, it's simple. You can see there is 5 comparisons from about like hundreds of the game that we bring. For example, for the one on the right, the rightest one, we see the valuation that they have also. We see the traction that they have, and also the community that they have. So based on everything that we see the valuation, it's also based on the revenue that also we're generating and also the number of the community that we have. Currently the community, it becomes our asset. And currently we have like about 91 communities from 8 countries, 1.1 members network.
Are you using the classical formula of like your revenue per year times 5 or something? So you actually have revenue, like 10 million divided by 5.
Based on the token,
what formula are you
NFTs,
using?
yeah, it's real one.
Okay.
Listing.
Okay.
549K real revenue.
I might be disqualified here because I think you guys have advertised on our platform before. So
yeah, definitely. I remember.
So just disclaimer, they've paid me money before, so I'm out.
Thank you, bro.
Self-plug. Sorry, who do you work for? So can you explain the pre-launch revenue? What's the source of that?
Okay, so basically from the pre-launch revenue that we have, it's based on the Web3 and the game economy. The Web3 one, we make from the token. We already launched our token like from February 2022. That's how we start from one community. So we have no backers. Our backers is community until now. We come into the VC right now because we want to make the philosophy of the Web3 real, which is community. So we start from one community until we grow into 91. So how we grow is based on the token. So 98% of the token currently is owned by the holders, not us. So this is like a very strong community projects, and the tax fee and also the NFT and the market making and also listing is based on the revenue from there. And also for the items we did with the Carrefour just by today, we launched it. So it's already starting.
So why not continue down that road of raising through communities?
Because we need it faster.
Can we go back to the slide with financial projections, please? So you've got revenue going up, EBITDA going up, net profits going up, and expenses pretty much staying the same. I have not seen this in startups. Can you explain that a bit?
Maybe I'll invite my VP to come. Please give applause to Lilis. For this one, she can answer better than me.
Okay. All right. So basically, you are asking about expenses, right? So these projections, if you can see in here, right now we are on developing stage. So we need a lot of, I would say, fun to do that. But later on, when we actually launch our game, there are a lot of potential revenue. And then the cost of development, it's decreasing. That is why. And also the marketing, there are two things that takes a lot of budget. One is development, second is the marketing. But right now, in this year, we can decrease the price of marketing since we have community network. So that's the explanation of this one.
How active are your community?
Oh.
Maybe you can answer this one.
Oh, I don't need this. I have this. So simply said, I hope I still have time, but yeah. So you guys know Certic. Okay, you guys know Certic, right? Yeah. Certic makes like a competition to get like free votes by making 100K votes. If every project in the Web3, like almost 6K projects in the Web3 say that they have community, it's easy to do that. It's like a proof of the community. But turns out after we achieved that 100K, when we met the Certic, and then they're surprised because it's like almost like no one ever done that. So that one is based on the community, 100K organic votes from our community. And we received the top 3 of the 6K community, even being awarded as #1 community votes for free. And then the second one, they reduced the quantity of votes into 50K.
Very good. Bravi. Wow.
Thank you.
So proud of you. Welcome. Bravi. Round of applause for Sequoia. Please, vote. It's the most important thing of all. You guys can come back to your
Okay,
seat.
thank you.
Thank you so much for being with us. I'm sorry? What do you want? So guys, gaming, it's cool. You see? They're doing good. I told you that our projects are on fire today. So let's take another 30 seconds. So that in this way you can finish to give a vote. And meantime, I'm going to start to introduce our next guest. Please, Gianmarco, join me on stage. As you can guess from the name, I have another fellow Italian here. So you're going to get more Italian speaking with an English accent. I like it. Of course. Plus, I have an amazing nickname for him. He's one of the newest, most beautiful mustaches in Web3. We already had one last year in Bali. He left, so he took his place. Are you ready?
My internet identity.
Amazing. I love it. We are going to tokenize everything. So, yeah, remember, you got to point it in that direction, not on this direction. Stay in the green. The next project is super cool. It's called Galaxy, and they done something really amazing. So here is your clicker, the one in the center.
If you want to go back.
If you want to go back, the one on top.
Okay.
Your mic, you're good to go?
If you want to go forward, just make sure you're good. There we go.
Yeah.
Right, whenever you're ready.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. Round of applause for Galaxy.
Thank you for being here and listen to Galaxy Pitch Deck. How many of us experience this? During our work, we open many things at the same time and we get lost. So basically, we lose our focus, how we connected the dots, and where we store information. What if we can have all our tools in one single workspace? And here we come with Galaxy. But don't worry, it's super simple. Basically, you just copy paste your videos, website, write what you need, and ask to AI. Then you can store all your information in one place and share with people. And maybe they can also contribute. But what exactly is Galaxy? It is a limitless canvas with free form, allowing people to organize everything. plus much, much more. For example, is Web3 connected? Why Web3? Because we are here today talking about blockchain, decentralization, and we are claiming about our data ownership, right? So with Galaxy, all your knowledge can be decentralized, thanks to ICP. Thanks to ICP. The process is seamless, even if you don't care about how Web3 stuff works. Just few clicks. Log in with Google, publish your template, and sell it. All on ICP. Now let's look at numbers. The market is huge and it's growing fast. It's 3x by 2030. Where do we position Galaxy? The other knowledge management apps are not Web3 enabled. Some are not AI, some are not freeform. So it really merged a lot of features, a lot more than other competitors. How we make money? Basically, Galaxy will be free, plus paid plans for teams and B2B. There will be also deployment fees, template selling fees, and profit sharing with partners. Our first customers will be developers and students. And we plan to get them on board from communities with online trainings, YouTube videos, but also offline with local meetups, workshops, and schools. So we are asking right now are developer grants, networking, so advisors and partnerships. Because the product is now in beta, and the idea comes from the founder, Igor, who is also the one building it. And Igor is also looking for the right people that can really bring his vision to life. And that's all for me. Thank you. And I would like to invite Igor on stage for the questions.
Okay, so I think I watched quite a few presentations. If what you're saying is true, I think it's one of the more impressive ones that I've been sort of the audience for. So I have some questions. Freeform and Web3, AI, it almost seems like one of those things you have to try out because the claims are so big. Do you have a working product that somebody could try out?
Yeah. We have.
Question number 2. How much money have you raised so far? Because it seems like you're asking for way too little.
We are not writing anything.
We have not anything. Okay.
Just the product. We need also a team.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a very interesting product, scalability-wise, right? And AI, standalone AI deployments, I mean, they could range from 10,000 to a few millions or even more than that. How you come around those type of challenges that you would be facing one way or another as you grow?
Try to answer the question. So, that's why we choose to build on ICP, because it's a scalability.
I love the teamwork.
Yeah, regarding its storage, it's the most cost-efficient option at the moment, even if you compare to Dropbox or any centralized solution, not even comparable to decentralized alternatives like IPFS. It's not an option compared to ICP for storage. So we will provide a Galaxy Marketplace where you can upload your AI templates to the ICP storage and sell it for ICP.
I get the sense that you, Igor, is this mad but genius, developer, and I think I see that the reason that Gian is presenting is because you're acting as a spokesperson, And I think the reason why the raise is so low is because you've done everything on your own. But you've also asked not just for grant funding, but also for a team, which is smart. So as an investor, I can see the potential, but I'm also wondering, how do we form a team around Igor? Like, who else is involved right now? Because as an investor, you don't just invest in the vision and the technology, but the team, right? So right now, I'm wondering, and in fact, you're not even asking for investment. I think you're asking more for advice, right? It seems like you're asking for guidance.
Yeah, we know
Is that fair?
We don't need. Everything will be done by Igor.
Yeah.
No,
So
because we don't.
So
have,
actually, what is the ask?
We have
It's-
no like financial projection or whatever.
Yeah.
We know that we can also start low
Yeah.
and grow with communities. How is Web3 is possible? Otherwise, yeah, we can have other options like investments. Why not? But I think first we need a team, no?
Yeah.
For it.
Yeah, I think I think you do. Yeah.
I'm a bit confused. How about the communities that you explained? Which communities do you have now, or?
No, we don't have our community, but we can target communities like Reddit or wherever the developers are having community, like Igor itself he's a developer. He know already how where to find them. He also
Yeah,
has a
the
YouTube
idea is
channel with
great
some
actually.
viewers.
You lack of good teamwork, lack of money, and you don't have communities. Yeah, so that's why.
It's like a rough diamond. I'm really intrigued.
You gotta be.
I just want to say that it's pretty amazing what you have done. I would invest in you, just you, because of what you created and solo, and I do not think that you actually need a team. I think you will go faster with a team. But yeah, it's pretty amazing.
If you don't win ICP's contest, me and Josie are going to invest in you. And I'll
That's music for my ears.
I have a community. I have 100,000 monthly active users, and I will use your product.
Good partnerships. Already, okay. It was so easy, just ask.
Okay, we're pitching to you now. We're pitching to you. Please select us. Yes. Good job, guys. Good job.
Igor, I'm so proud of you. So proud of you.
Me too. All together.
Nice. Guys, Igor is a rock diamond. So I'm really happy that he joined our incubator program. He built a solution unique alone with such a strength. Go for it. The world is yours. Welcome.
Igor.
Guys.
Hello, Igor. One question. Where do you want to take it? Where do you want to take it further? How far do you want to take this? I know it's a difficult question, but
Our
very
vision
simple.
is to actually bring it back to the original vision of the internet, how it was supposed to look like, interconnected, infinite canvas of knowledge, where you have access to exact thing that you need at the right moment. That's how internet was originally supposed to look like.
Power to the people. Go on.
Power to the people. Please scan. Guys, thank you so much. You can
Thanks.
go back to your seat.
We're just going to vote one on everything, so they lose and we take them.
Okay. So you already have two investors, huh? They're pretty good one. Guys, you understand now why I'm so happy about this incubator program. It's amazing. the quality of the projects that are coming out of it. So I'm really, really proud and happy. So let's leave another couple of seconds for people to continue to vote. Let's see if I can manage to make it change. Meantime, let's have our next presenter, Alex from Immortal Games. Bravi. Are you mic'd up? Try to speak?
Yes, I think you can hear me, right?
Yeah, they can hear you. Okay, so here is your mic. So your mic, sorry.
Okay, thank you.
It's late for
That's a
everyone.
good start.
Remember the one in the center for moving forward, on top for going backward. Right? And you have your vanity screen. Okay. There you have your timer. Stay in the green. Green brings luck. So let's go for it.
I'm Alex. Let me tell you our story. 10 years ago, our founder, Ole, couldn't really communicate with his autistic son. They started playing story-driven games, and they haven't stopped since. That's because stories give us connection and meaning. Traditional education has become disconnected from inattentive students whose brains are scrambled by scrolling. Many of them love gaming. So we have combined story, game, history lesson, tools for the teacher, engagement for the student, a very memorable combination. On ICP, we have deployed it in 3 simple steps. You open an account, purchase a lesson, and play. We have done it with a great and experienced team that has been through a lot together. But most of all, we have done it with the help of educators and research that in turn opened doors to powerful alliances, not least a local project, Purikantor Legacy in Ubud, and a great story to tell. How do we stand out? Our surveys show that history teachers have a need for a tool like ours. There is an opportunity here. So inside the educational sector of $15 billion, we are looking at a sum of 24 million. Because of our partnership with ICP, we have a very strong opening towards the grassroots in education, B2C, but we cannot ignore the institutions because in education, credibility goes a long way. Therefore, our income projections are a combination of both revenue streams. We are asking for 300K, offering 10%, and the money will be allocated more or less equally between team, marketing, and most of all, content. Because if we can complete this lesson arc, we can launch our product next year and get one step closer towards our goal, which is revolutionizing history education on chain. Talking about local story, I'm sure you heard an expression, history is written by the victors. We have a chance to tell forgotten and diverse stories from around the world. Chokorda Gadaraka Sukawati, nearly 100 years ago, understood what we understand today, the importance of preserving history and tradition. And Bali wouldn't be the same without him. We are proud to tell his story and many others like it around the world. Thank you very much. I want to welcome our founder, a dear friend of 27 years, Ole Peterheije.
Nice. Thank you.
I was just going to ask you, through your platform, are you the one creating all the content? Can people or schools or anyone actually go in and ask you to create content for them, especially for their school or their country? Or
Initially, yes, we are creating content, but actually this first MVP, and I'm not talking even about the MVP on the ICP blockchain, but the MVP, the lesson that we've created actually has some teacher collaboration. That's why blockchain, because we want to create an LMS, basically invite teachers to help us to even decide which story is going to be next. But we want to kind of get away from traditional curriculum. So we need to work with the institutions, but actually want to tell the stories that we believe should be told, because history is often very nationalized, and so we do want teacher collaboration. But anybody who knows teachers, you know that they're busy and they can be incentivized through tokens to help us.
And if I may add, also for the B2B offering, it's a matter of working together with also already established publishers that have access to markets in in their countries, and make sure that we create content that actually is customized for what their market needs as well.
Just to kind of give a comment on observation, usually companies that, okay, I'm going to use a phrase, know what they're doing, have this kind of like power law distribution, right? So like less than 20% of the departments have 80% of the funding usually, because there's a focus on where the business is going. Usually you can't evenly distribute them. What rationale, because you said that you're evenly distributing the funding between 3 departments, right? There was the marketing, there was the product, and there was something else, content. What rationale did you use to come up with such an equal Marx Engels type of distribution?
Yeah, well, this is for the preceding round, basically what can take us to the market. So we need a combination of development of products, and because at the moment we have an MVP, which has a limited capacity for being traded on its own. And we need to have basically a team that's capable of doing the marketing in itself, and that's a big outreach combined with, let's say, paid marketing. And we also then need to have paid marketing in order to create certain traction that then can be built, showing that we have proof of concept so we can raise a bigger amount in the next round. I don't know if that satisfies the question.
So does anybody else have a question?
I know focus is good, but have you looked beyond history? Like what other verticals could this be applied to?
Well, we were talking about this Purikantar store. That's actually tourism. That's I mean, this is with a collaboration of Queen of Ubud, and she thinks that, the visitors, they should learn about this, and more than that, actually learn about, like, they have the government here, those who live here, they know, that they kind of want to educate tourists about Bali culture and why we should respect it. So this is a tourist market. So I definitely think there's potential stories you can tell about many things.
It's gamified storytelling. I mean, it's not a hard sell to a lot of people. And we could even create, okay, you want to do an ICP Academy and you want to teach people through storytelling there? It's like,
I was telling Bruno, we could actually gamify how to blockchain through an interactive storytelling and fun and quizzes and make it a little more fun.
Very quick question. Is it gated? How do you verify, or is there any, permissionless of validated content that you review from privacy, security? And I mean, you're telling stories, but the stories could come one way or another, depending if you're gated or not.
That's obviously the case, and there's always a gatekeeper of educational content. So of course, on our own platform, we would be the one setting the standards for it, but we're inviting teachers and other educators about the idea is to have parent organizations, teacher organizations, to make sure that, what we're creating isn't just whatever we imagine as history or whatever content we're creating. So I don't know if that addresses. That's definitely very important, yeah.
Yes, I do. Just very quickly, you actually addressed that. And full disclaimer, I'm in a bit of a conflict of interest here because I'm an investor in an earlier version of this project. But I think one of the biggest questions that you actually addressed a little bit, and that a lot of people have, is how do you protect a project like that from the political implications, because history is so political, right? And that is a huge tension with this kind of project or content and so on. And so I think a lot of people would love to hear a bit more about that, and myself included.
Well, I mean, just the topic that we chose as the first one, just to go straight to it, is Battle of Britain and Churchill. Churchill today isn't, doesn't have the same reputation, let's say, that he used to have. But that's why it's worth telling his story, because the idea in history education, this is very critical. We worked with teachers It's called critical thinking and historical reasoning. We are not supposed to actually tell stories and give conclusions. We tell a story in such a way that the students then who write an essay can decide themselves what they see is important, like discussions about politics. Yeah, I mean, we want to stay away from that, but at the same time present it in such a way that you can think critically and make up your own mind about a lot of important issues, historical issues. It isn't about rewriting history. It isn't about affirming certain narratives. Like, say, Indonesia. I have a whole story arc about colonization of Indonesia. A story that could be told, and we definitely would tell it from, how the Dutch saw it at the time, and then how the Indonesians really experienced it. And then you lay it out, and people can actually then really see the diversity. Actually, this is based on a white paper written by, I mentioned the Powerful Alliances. That's Histolabs and European Council. They created a whole white paper about history education. Specifically, we're going to the conference next year. We're going to be presenting there. And they're very excited about our project because they see we get it. So that's our guardians, by the way, because they care about diversity and all of this sort of, you can say buzzwords. But
can I have one last question? How do you finance, and approximately how much does each new storytelling cost?
At this point, one lesson that takes about 20 minutes to play through, it costs about $5,000 for us to create. We're using AI tools, so we expect to be able to decrease that amount over time. And also, of course, we get better at what we do. And when you're asking how we finance it,
well, are you saying you're using teachers or students to come in and create something new on your platform that you vet on it? Who would pay for it?
This is something that we would pay for primarily ourselves, or if we have partnerships where our partner would invest and we would have a royalty share on the basis of the pre-agreed setup.
So at the current stage, you have those funds to be able to inject that in your project, or you're going to use the money from the grant to do that?
We are going to raise the money from grant/investments from the pre-seeding to be able to create further content.
Yeah. Grant is for the platform. Yeah.
Well done. Guys, please vote. Very important. Where is your phone? I don't see your phone raising. Are you scanning? You can scan all. Oh, you cannot. Yeah, I know. We created it like this, but every time. Okay, guys, we are almost at the end. The last one is about to come. Some of you here in Indonesia, in Bali, you already have seen his face a couple of times here and there. You're going to see him again. From the moment he started in our incubator to now, he grows so much. And now he's ready to present his business in a new, amazing way. A warm welcome to our friend, Simon. Come here.
Thank you, Bruno.
Thank you, Simon. So Simon, as usual, stay in the green. It seems that he's bringing good luck. Center, you move forward. On top, you move backward.
Okay.
And point it in that direction.
Okay.
Okay?
Cool.
And 3 minutes, you start. Round of applause for Simon from Favors.
Yes, thank you. My name is Simon, founder of Favors. So we're a Web3 event organizer in Indonesia, Bali, and Jakarta, and we're an event enabler application. So for event organizers, one of the risks is ticket counterfeiting, high risk of fraud, not only a risk for event organizers, but fraud participants as well. Then, when organizing an event, there's high cost and effort for finding the right event partners, be it the venues, the sponsors, the speakers, and also uncertainty of demand. So Favors is a B2B2C platform, and the solution to this through providing secure NFT ticketing infrastructure, which can be used also and integrated by other companies as a SaaS and as an API solution by providing a platform to find the ideal event partners to make your event a success, and also by providing risk-free crowdfunding. We're targeting 100 million of revenue in the coming years and have already deployed a prototype on ICP. And we have a twofold business model. One is 2.5% of the ticketing fees we're taking, as well as 10% roughly as a revenue share from using our APIs and white labeling. And future revenue streams include targeted ads and commissions through connecting event organizers and sponsors. Through our Web2 B2B event management SaaS Seminar Desk, our clients have already done 30 million plus in ticket sales and more than 17,000 events. And as an event organizer, we've done more than 20 events with more than 200 event partners. So we have developed over the years a lot of relationships with Web2 and Web3 event organizers in Germany and Indonesia and beyond. And we have a huge Web3 community, mainly in Indonesia, also beyond, and have a lot of event organizer partners in general. And through all these long built connections, we will be going to the market. And huge brand activation events help us to attract a large number of users early on. Next. We do have Web2 and Web3 competitors, and our edge is NFT ticketing, blockchain, API and white label integrations, which allows other organizations to use our systems, and the platform to find your event partners and pre-selling tickets, aka crowdfunding. We have a great team that not only has experience in event organizing, but also in creating event promotion and event-related software, and great advisors and seed investors from the blockchain and SaaS communities. Next. We're targeting 1 million users and 500K in revenue by end of next year, and have a balanced marketing plan, and also focusing on marketing and user acquisition, and asking for 2 million for 20% of equity, 100K ticket size. Thank you.
Simon. Hello.
Yes.
How are you? My first question.
Yes.
I have a company I co-founded that's a competitor. So my first question is, how dare you? No, I'm just kidding. Can you? I'm actually intrigued. Can you explain? You've done a lot of revenue, right? You've had some events and everything. What happened to the business model? Was the profit not like taken into account, or you guys didn't think about the business model? Because you should be kind of profitable by now, right?
Yes.
What happened?
Yes. So with the Web2 SaaS company, this is going well, but I have stepped out for the moment, and they're continuing it without me. And now we're bringing all of this into Web3. So we've done all of this in Web2 as a software. So now, and also with ICP, we're bringing all of this into Web3, and also including like the NFT ticketing aspect, the marketplace aspect, the secondary sales, etc. So all the benefits which we don't have, like token gating, etc., online live streaming, and so on. So we're like kind of like expanding with this. This is one aspect, and the other one is through favors as an event organizer, and especially in Indonesia, because most of our clients actually are in Europe right now from the software side. We are bringing all of this also to Indonesia and to Asia. Yeah.
I like the project, really well done. I hate to say it, but what happens if like COVID or like so there are things that could really impact this type of growth that you have, right?
Yes.
Is there? I know
Very good.
Metaverse, or do you have any strategy around?
Yes, very good question. Actually, when I came to Indonesia, we actually hired a sales team here to grow and talk to the venues and event organizers and so on. And then COVID hit, and it wasn't going so well. And then actually we kind of pivoted, like we added new features based on the demand of the moment. So we added like features for live streaming as well, online events, hybrid events, and like hybrid learning and hybrid and all the different implications that hybrid events have, like with the ticketing, with partly online and so on. So we're now already after one COVID, and I mean, we're already prepared like for the next one, and we're going more into the online world also. So now actually we have already in our prototype, we have live streaming already integrated into our own system, because usually when our clients use it, we provide like, Zoom or whatever other systems or for hybrid events. So now we're actually already integrating those into our own system.
Have you considered streamlining the process, being completely, well, not completely, but majoritively on-chain, using technologies like proof attendance, the payments, and streaming even, because you are using ICP, so you have a lot of bandwidth. Have you thought about kind of streamlining the whole process, making the whole experience incredibly easy?
Like using
like the payments is also on the same chain. Your proof of
yes,
attendance is also on the same chain. Ticketing is on the same chain. Everything's on like the same smart contract kind of logic. Like put it all on ICP kind of thing. Have you thought about doing that?
Yes. So right now, for example, we have. I mean, right now most of it is like Web 2, right? So proof of attendance is one, because right now also we provide like a kind of like reporting tool where you can like create your certificates, you can print it, etc. But it's all like not on chain. So all of this can be brought on chain, and especially because we have many clients, from the medical industry, educations, universities, etc., etc. So this would help them a lot, to have all of this like also on chain. And yes.
Yeah, I felt that a message was missing in the pitch from what I understood. You could use this to decentralize and democratize event organizing. Right now, event organizing is a big event organizer looks for the celebrity or the talent, and they need to lock in the venue or the platform, and then they've got a budget. Now they have to go and make sure they can sell the tickets to the event. But I think what you're trying to do is actually turn that on the head and say, let's do it from ground up. What do people want to see? Where do they want to see it? Can we get the community together to commit? But they need to commit, right? They need to, money talks, right?
Yes.
So they need to get enough of that, to minimum funding, to say, now we have enough to make this happen for that celebrity on this platform. And if it doesn't happen, then that funding goes back to the community.
Totally correct. Thank you so much for bringing that aspect in, because it hasn't received enough attention in this presentation, because this is actually my passion for the crowdfunding for events, so that anyone can actually invite teachers, invite speakers, artists, etc., to a certain location or online event or online collaborative event, and share the resources, the cost. For example, one application could also be, we had the event with Grace and ICP a few days ago, in Jakarta with many universities. So actually one idea that some students had was that, okay, if I want to invite like a lecturer to my university, to this particular faculty to teach a certain topic, but maybe it's like more higher profile dozen, maybe then, we can share the costs and lecture, and then maybe share the cost for that, or have him like do a tour of 3 neighboring or 5 neighboring universities and so on. So this is, of course, what I'm most passionate about. But the good thing is right now we're established as an event organizer and have many friends and partners in this industry. And as well at the same time, we have the Web 2 software, and we have like all the different resources, the experience, the knowledge, the connections, and the processes. So now, this platform aspect is like the next logical step to connect all the people in the space, and to, so they find each other to make event successful. Yes.
Bruno, tell me if that's okay to ask. I've seen you pitch over time a couple of times in the last year and a half or so, and I know you've maybe not pivoted but tweaked things, right? I remember a time when you were doing so many things at once, right?
Yes.
And it was unclear for us what exactly you're doing and what you're and that is absolutely completely normal in a startup, right? I'm just wondering, do you feel like you've landed on product to market fit, and do you feel like confident you got your feet under the table?
Yes, because we already have, like, especially with the platform side, it's like already proven. And then also with the other aspect of connecting the people, we're actually doing it manually right now. So right now, sponsors come to us and they say, do you have events or events in your network, event organizers in your network that we can sponsor? and event organizers come to us and
So
ask,
you've
do
got a
you
lot
have
inbound
Yes,
now,
we have that. So now we're just digitalizing that and bring that into the platform as well. Yeah.
So, quick question, cheeky question. You're looking to raise 2 million.
Yes.
Could you use your platform to do that fundraise?
Yes. You mean our own platform?
Yes.
You mean as like a crowdfunding thing?
Yeah.
To our own
See if the
technology?
community really wants you.
Yes, that's a cool idea. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. No, that's a cool idea. Yes.
Ask the people, do they
yes,
want this?
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Thank you.
I love to smash this gong.
Yes,
Bravo,
yes,
Simon.
yes, yes.
Bravo. Proud of you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
guys,
Very well done.
amazing.
Very well done.
This was the last pitch of today. You've seen all the 12 projects that came out from our incubator. Are you proud?
Is this working? Oh man, I've been so happy the whole night. I've been watching the timer from this side of the room, and I'm looking and I'm like, what? They've got 2 minutes left and they've told so much already. Every team finished around like 15 to 20 seconds before the clock. And some of the teams actually got to their last slide with that 15 seconds and then kind of slowed their narrative down. And that was just such a nice delivery. I don't know how it was like for you guys, but for us, we've been with the teams for 7 weeks. We've done this exercise more often than I can dare to count right now.
We know their
And
pitch better than them by now.
so, yeah, we really hope that you guys enjoyed yourselves. What's going on here? There's no picture.
You can refresh.
Oh, no. The button went by itself. Oh, wait. Let's go. There we go. So we really need your votes because right after this, we're going to be tallying up the scores and determining who you thought were the 3 startups of the day. We already know. We already gave them their grade for the incubator. They've been scrutinized for weeks, but we want to know what you guys think because you guys actually decide who gets to go to the next round in life. And yeah, that's the truth, man. We told them on the last day of the incubator, guys, we're kicking you out of the nest and you better start flapping your wings because you're high off the ground right now. And so far, everybody's still here, live and kicking. Ika, you did an amazing job. I know you were not feeling too well today, but you still delivered super, super well. I love the printouts, so thank you for that. Always adding life.
Everybody really did so good. I've been smiling for the last 3 hours. It's 3 hours that I'm like this. Wow!
For 7 weeks. We were crying for 7 weeks.
So, we are at the end. A big round of applause for everyone. Thank you so much. And let's say good night to our people.
Yes. Thank you for joining us online. And
thank you.
We'll soon have an edit out. And we'll be doing the prize giving. So please stick around downstairs.
Yeah,
we need a couple minutes to organize.
Also, there is another round of food. So in this way, you can...
more
fill
food,
your
more
belly,
wine, more
another
good
little bit.
vibes.
You can get a drink.
More
But for now,
unicorns.
let's close the live streaming with a huge round of applause for everyone that was here tonight.
Thank you for joining us.
And all the other, go downstairs, and in 5 minutes, we are going to do the celebration. We also have a little gift for all the judges that have been here with us, for all the mentors, and for all the participants.
Everybody.
Thank you.